All right, there you go, Randy. I should not be muted anymore on YouTube. YouTube, I should not be muted. Jamie, good to see you. Pamela, good to see you coming in. Man, listen, y'all are flooded in. Chantel, good to see. These folks are flooded in on YouTube. Come on in here. All right, now, you said, what did he ever say that was factual? I don't know. We finna play some videos, right? I'm not all about hearsay, right? If anyone follows my main account or follow my YouTube channels, because here on TikTok on this backup account, I have no videos over here. We got about 3,000 followers, but there's no videos over here. And I got it like that for a reason. All right? Appreciate it, Pamela. Thank you so much, YouTube. Appreciate it. All right. Yeah, I know exactly what my prompt says. My prompt says, because he spoke facts, I know exactly what it said. He was labeled as a, and I spelt the word wrong on purpose so we don't get flagged by TikTok. All right? Now, if you go over on YouTube, you're going to see that the screen is a little different. So, yeah. So, if y'all want to see a better picture of me or a better screen, go over on YouTube. If you want to see the chat, both chats, go over on YouTube. Same handle. Well, no, it's not, because this is my backup page. It's Great Vibes on 10. Great Vibes on 10. Go over to YouTube right now. You'll be able to see both chats right above my head. You can't see that here on TikTok. All right? All right, so thank y'all so much for coming in. Thank y'all so much for supporting my page. Blah 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 blah. Jamal, how about you hold the hell on? You hold the fuck on so I can play the damn video. Y'all, Jamal over here. YouTube, y'all see Jamal comments? Y'all see Jamal comment? Man, he over here all in his fucking feelings. Jamal he all in his fucking feelings. Sir, I need you to pipe down and pay attention to the video that I'm about to play. And if you don't agree with facts, that's your problem, not mine. All right? Now, man, Great Vibes, what the fuck he speak facts at, man? You full of shit, bro. Man, hell, bro, man, I thought you was, man, part of the BLK community, man, bro, man, fuck you, Great Vibes and shit, man. Fuck you, man. Bald-headed ass nigga. Bald-headed ass nigga. Bald-headed ass nigga. Listen, Jamal said, asking for facts is being emotional. No, you being over. Look at your comments, sir. You like this. You like this. You know, you see a lot of women doing that shit, right? That's a feminine trait, right? You know, if a woman needs an answer, she'll keep texting your ass. Where you at? You supposed to be home 10 minutes ago. Are you over that woman house again? How many kids you got? That ain't my child. You lied again. I seen you with Quisha at the club. Where you at? Hey, Jamal, I'm fucking with you, bro. I'm fucking with you. Fucking with you. I engage with my audience, man. I engage with my audience. You said, yeah, I can watch today. I'm a true supporter. Yeah. Hey, if you're a true supporter. Mm-hmm. Now, let me go ahead and start with this video, right? Video number 1, right? Some people seen this debate. Some people haven't seen this debate, right? But before I start with this video, I need everybody that's watching right now on TikTok, I need y'all to tap the screen. Let's get those likes up to 10,000 likes. 10,000. I'm not going to start this video for TikTok until y'all get to 10,000. Now, if I see y'all slacking on TikTok, I'm going to shut the TikTok live down and we're just going to continue on YouTube, because YouTube, they know exactly what to do. Now, for everybody want to know, just in case this live gets shut down, YouTube, my YouTube handle is Great Vibes on 10. GreatVibesON, the number 10. Great Vibes on 10. That's my main page. This is my backup account. So if you want to, go over there right now. You'll see a different screen. You get a better experience. You're going to see different types of bullshit I'm going to throw on the screen that y'all not going to see here on TikTok. I learned my fucking lesson the first damn time. So TikTok is going to get the bare minimum. I'm sorry. It is what it is. It is what it is. Tired of my main account keep getting shut down because y'all motherfuckers keep getting in your feelings and shit. So it is what it is. All right. Are we at 10,000? Sparkle, thank you so much for subscribing to the backup account. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We got Edie in the building. Edie, good to see you, Edie. Randy, I see my moderators are showing up. Appreciate it, moderators on YouTube. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all so much for showing up in the building. Shout out to my moderators. Appreciate it. All right. You said I'm on X. I have seen the real. Yeah, okay, cool. Y'all seen it. This video right here. Once again, people saying, because I'm going to play 3 videos. People say that Charlie was a RACI blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, hell. Make me, all right, if he is, I want to see it, right? I want to see it. Where we at? We at 6,000 taps. Y'all, come on. I need everybody to tap the screen. We got almost 200 people in the room on TikTok. I need y'all to tap the screen and get it up to 10,000 taps. We only been live now for 15 minutes. So if y'all coming in, we just getting started. And I'm bullshitting until we get to 10,000 taps. All right? YouTube, do y'all hear me just fine? Is the audio okay? Can y'all hear my mic fine? You know, I know sometimes y'all say great vibes. Your mic is low. Let me cut it up one more thing. Can y'all hear me just fine? Can y'all hear me just fine? Drop a 1 in the chat. Cool. Appreciate it. I even said, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. You said the clips going around on him sounds RACIEST. Now, I want y'all to understand I can't say that R word. We don't want to get banned, all right? Yes, it's a lot of clips that's going around making him seem that way, all right? Are we at 10,000 taps? I need everybody to tap the screen. If y'all can't do something that simple, I'll shut this TikTok shit down, and I don't care. And I just focus on YouTube. All right, we almost there, y'all. Family, we almost there. Appreciate it. Everybody that's tapping the screen, appreciate it. You said Kim said Candace Owens was his best friend for years. Yeah, but he's RACI, you know. He's the R word. Yeah. His closest friend was a BLK woman. But he's a R word. Man, come on. People are so fucking delusional. Stupid. All right, are we there? Cool. We're 11,000 taps. Let's start with the video. Everybody pay attention to the fucking video.
All right. I'm here to ask the age-old question, DEI.
Okay,
so,
great.
Yeah, give me your perspective on DEI, and because based on what I heard earlier, I feel like you don't think I belong here.
Oh,
because
really?
Of
Why?
how I am a black man, and because of DEI, I'm not qualified enough.
Now, I want y'all to understand this, and this is for TikTok only. If y'all see me consistently pausing a video, TikTok has it when you're streaming on the desktop, not my cell phone. When you're streaming on the desktop, I have to pause it every now and then so we don't get copyrighted or TikTok don't ban the live. Because they don't like videos to get, they don't like videos to be played consistently like that. So if I pause it, it's for a reason. All right. Number 2 is, notice how this young man right here that's in college, right here. Notice this young man right here, he keep using how he feels. Well, I feel like that you're after me or that you're attacking me. I feel this way and I feel that way. And we know one thing about this gentleman. He don't give a flying fucks about your feelings. The same way about me. Anybody that has been following me on TikTok for the past what? Fucking 4 years, 45 years on my main account. Y'all know that facts don't give a flying fucks about your feelings. And people want their feelings validated on social media. If you want to be helped out with something, leave your feelings back at your house. All right? But that's why I'm showing y'all he keep talking about his feelings. All right?
Are you?
To be here. Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Then you belong.
But why do I have to prove that to you?
You don't. You brought it up. I didn't.
Okay, but can you explain to me your position on DEI?
Yes, people should not be in positions just because of the color of their skin. Hard stop.
Okay, but do you?
Now, if he was that R word, he would have never said that. People should not be in any position based off the tone of their skin. Wow, that sound R word to me. That sound R word to me. That's boy.
I feel like I'm here because
I'm not feeling anything towards you, actually. Okay, I'm not prejudicing you. I'm not stereotyping you. I'm saying that it's a material.
I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying you are.
No, you are. You said I don't feel comfortable being here. You started with.
I didn't say I wasn't comfortable being here. I said I feel like you made it to where I got here through DEI.
So let's examine that. What have I said that makes you feel that way?
When you mentioned how DEI is only just putting people of color and marginalized groups in spaces, even if they're not so and so
correct.
Qualified.
That's exactly what DEI does.
But that's not all that it does. You're categorizing it as something it isn't.
No, that's exactly that is like that is the charter mission.
That's not all.
Okay,
that it
so
does.
diversity, equity. So equity is outcome based. Okay. Is about making people who are of different skin colors have the same outcome, regardless whether or not they are qualified. The best example we have of this is the Students for Fair Admission Harvard Supreme Court case, where black students. They did not, literally, they could have a SAT score 300 points lesser than the Asian equivalent and still get into Harvard. That is DEI in practice. I believe when you're hiring for an organization or for a company or for whatever you are doing, you should prioritize merit and character, and race should mean nothing. We should build around things that matter and not things that don't matter.
Okay.
Notice how the gentleman, when he's speaking, not Charlie, but the gentleman, when he's speaking, he's keep talking about his feelings. He keeps speaking on his feelings. Charlie is breaking down DEI when it comes to, I guess, the position. I mean, the standpoint where he's trying to get the gentleman to understand. I mean, the gentleman to understand. But because you don't like, the analytics behind it, you got some type of problem with it. DEI was nothing but I look at DEI pretty much as you in my way. You could do whatever you want. This the deal with DEI. You can do whatever you want. Live how you want, talk to people how you want, but because of your skin color, it's like now you should be entitled to a certain position. Boy, I'm trying to be careful because of TikTok. So if you listen to what he's saying, what this gentleman is saying, everything that he's saying is based off his emotions. Well, I feel like DEI this and we need DEI. He didn't say we needed DEI, but he's trying to give, I guess clarity on why DEI was needed for people of our skin tone. So it's okay for a company to hire someone that's less qualified for a certain position that's going to give you the bare minimum versus somebody that is qualified for the position. But because this person right here has this type of skin tone, We don't want to feel like that we want to be part of this equal employer opportunity thing. And the way the one side look at it as if because I'm BLK, I'm entitled to every fucking thing around here. Because I'm BLK, I could talk the way I want to talk to people. Because I'm BLK, nobody should tell me a motherfucking thing. If I apply for a job, I should get that job regardless on my qualifications. Because I'm BLK. I told y'all watch the comments. Watch the comments. One thing that I don't do is I don't tend towards people's feelings. Right? And once again, you're going to see a lot of attacks coming from people of my same skin tone. This is why I tell you all the times on my main account, allow people to talk. They will show you who they are. Just look at the comments. Jessica said, yeah, true, was a live earlier by a black lady line about Charlie. Don said, I definitely don't hide who I am. That's right, Don. Just watch the comments. Folks in their feelings. And the majority of, listen, Don, tell me if I'm right or wrong. Right? And Don will tell you in a minute. Let me find her comment. Where is Dawn? Come here it is. Dawn dish soap. Dawn will tell your ass in a minute. And she don't hold back. She don't sugarcoat. Because people that looks like me, if they don't feel a certain type of way, or a policy or a law or anything doesn't coexist with their feelings, they got a problem with it. Let's continue.
You have to also take into the fact that black people have only been able to completely legally be able to make profit for themselves for around 60 years. And this is no. Since segregation ended in 1965 and the Equal Rights Act in 1965. So what you're talking, there's not.
How does that? So let's talk about you. How did that impact you? How did something that happened 60 years ago impact your life?
It impacts me all the time.
How?
What do you? Okay.
You're at Texas A&M. You're doing great.
Okay. Yes. Sure. Yeah.
So aren't you a living example that all that's a bunch of nonsense and you could just act good and behave well and succeed?
But there's also living examples of the exact opposite. If you look in the impoverished neighborhoods in certain parts of Chicago or St. Louis, there's black communities being thrown aside because they're not getting education.
Thrown aside? Okay,
yes,
so
boy, the misinformation. Now I will say, let me try to say what he's trying to say. In most of our communities throughout the United States of America, allegedly, yes. And when you see a lot of our major cities, and I'm talking about BLK people per capita, right? You will see a lot of our communities that's living in poverty. Most of them. Over 80% of them. If you don't believe me, go to blackdemographics.com. It'll break that shit down by the zip code. We see that. Now we got to ask, how did we get to that point about being in poverty? Well, one, our social construct, right? Number two is the father's not in the home. I know my microphone was fogging up. Fathers are not in the homes. Number three, he mentioned something about education or the lack thereof. It is. Yes, it is. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Especially this year alone. Y'all got to remember, if you go down to your board of education, right? Leave your fucking feelings out of this shit. Go to your local board of education and ask how many students have enrolled this year versus 5 years ago. The attendance rate in the black community, the BLK community right now in school is very low. And these schools, we know they got to hit a quarter. Different story, different day. The attendance rate is very low. So if we want to talk about the lack of education thereof, do we supposed to go to a public system? We got our different views on that. But who's stopping us from being educated? Because I'm finna pop this out here. The last time I checked, we got a lot of BLK women running around talking about they're strong, black, and independent. Educated. College degrees. Right? So if we got a lot of our BLK women running around making that comment, and he just said, the lack of education. Well, if we take our kids to school and get up off your ass, take your kids to school, maybe they'll get now in the inner city schools, a lot of programs was taken away. I will admit that, right? Even my last years of high school, I was starting to see programs being removed from certain schools, right? Did we go down to the city hall, or go to any of those council meetings and address this situation, or go to your local? When was the last time you've been to a school board meeting to address this situation? Right? Oh, we could get on the internet and talk about it. We can get on the internet and complain about it. But when was the last time you took your ass down there and said something to the leaders of your local city about it? Because one thing I do know when it comes to BLK people, power is in numbers. Y'all shown that in the past, back in the 60s. Marching, right? Thou shall not be moved. If we want to change in something, it starts with us. Nobody else. So when we say you said this man, hold on, y'all look at this comment right here. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all look at this comment. I told y'all it's my people. Let me pin it. So Nene Blue said this man disrespect black women to the fullest. Hold on, wait. And it's always black man that agrees with everything. What did I say that was disrespectful? Nene. Do I need to bring up probably about 100 videos of BLK women running around the internet talking about how strong, black, and independent they are? How the fuck is that disrespectful? If you find that disrespectful, tell your fellow sisters get their ass off the internet saying that shit. You think I'm moved by these comments? Now, continue on with the education. If we want more education in our communities, it starts with us. It starts within the household. But you know, most of us we don't like that, right? We don't like that shit. Accountability, oh no. Oh no. Accountability, oh hell no. We run from that. we run from that. Accountability, oh shit. We go in the other direction because we're going to tell you how we feel about it, not what we know. All right, let's continue. You say you didn't see the beginning. Hey, Mill, don't worry about it. Remember, that's why you're on YouTube. Now, the replay of this, y'all keep tapping the screen. The replay of this is going to be on YouTube, just to let you know. It's going to be on YouTube. And we're live now on YouTube. So if you want to go over there, it's Great Vibes on 10. Great Vibes on 10. Go over there. Check it out. All right. Amy, you said you should have went to school. I can't tell you how many times my ass cut class, didn't go to school, right? When I remember it was an English test. When I was in 11th grade, I failed it was a end of semester exam. Didn't study, didn't go to class, right? And I knew I was going to fail it anyway because I didn't study. Who I was going to blame it on? Blame it on the teacher, or I was going to blame it on myself? I failed that exam because I didn't study and I didn't go to class. That was all me. Folks in they fucking feelings. Don't give a flying fucks about your feelings. All right, y'all, let's continue.
I think we can get somewhere. Why have the black community gotten poorer since the passage of the Civil Rights Act? Tell me that.
Because of the way the culture has been perpetuated through the years.
Hold on. Think about it. So they were richer when we were segregated and more racist. America's become less racist.
What about Tulsa?
Yeah, no one's going to defend what happened in Tulsa again. But let's talk.
But
we're talking about a lot of different cities. We're talking about Chicago, Tulsa. But let's again. This is a very important point. Why is it that Black America has gotten richer on average, poorer on average, since America passed all these anti-racist laws?
I can't answer them.
Okay, yeah. So do you think the fact that 70% of black youth don't have a dad around is probably pretty important?
That's because of the culture.
I literally just said that. I just said that. But of course, you got black women in the comments, BLK women in the comments pissed off. You got BLK men in the comments pissed off. Don't get pissed off with me. All right? Don't get pissed off with me. Get pissed off at the numbers. You could go into any BLK community right now as we speak. Right? You don't need to hear that from me. You could go into any BLK community right now. See, this is why people didn't like Charlie, because he spoke facts. You could go into any BLK community right now and you will see the separation. You will see the separation. You don't need me to tell you that. It's right in your face. Right there in your fucking face. So because you feel a certain way, that's your problem.
Respectfully allow me to interject. How does the white culture impact the fact whether or not a black dad stays around when he impregnates a woman?
I'm not saying it's the white culture.
What is it?
The culture that has been perpetuated through the 200 years of slavery, the 100 years of segregation, and Jim Crow laws.
The marriage, so I got to interject again. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt too much. But in 1960, before the Civil Rights Act, 20% of black youth had a dad around. Now it's I'm sorry, 20% were single fathers, 80% had a dad around. It's been inverted.
And actually, it was higher than that before Jim Crow. The numbers was higher than that before Jim Crow. But because of slavery, allegedly, it's why our community is the way it is. Because of SLAV, right? The reason why our community is the way it is. But before the feminist movement and all those laws and bills that was passed in the 1960s, we was doing okay as a community. We was doing just fine. Could we have done better? Absolutely. But if you look at the numbers then versus now, it flipped. So we got to ask our question. We got to ask this question. SLAVERY, right? It didn't happen during that time. What happened? Most of us, we know what happened. Pure T said every black single mama, and what he's saying, everyone dealt different cards, and if a person never been through, they don't know. If BLK had a foresight of a deadbeat man, we would be better off. Okay. Or maybe the man should be more transparent, or they bees in the door. I got you, Pure T. Now I want y'all to understand, when I speak for the majority, right? Because we have a lot of great BLK women out here. A lot of BLK great women out here. A lot of them. But when it comes to certain topics, the majority makes the rule, right? So yes, you're going to have a certain group that's going to outshine the other BLK women that's actually getting it right, right? That been through some bullshit with relationships, and their only choice was to get away with their children. I'm not talking about those BLK women. Not those. All right? Pure T, that was valid. Let's continue.
So we actually have seen black dads run away from their kids the last 60 years.
God damn it.
Why is that?
Because of the raised incarceration rates, because of the perpetuated culture.
So how does one go to jail?
That's obvious. I'm not answering that question.
Yeah, so maybe it's because they committed crimes?
Okay, but when you're forced it's not just this is old, this is in the past, this doesn't affect you anymore.
Okay, so actually let's take a different group. How did the Holocaust impact Jews? They're doing pretty well.
Well, because they got reparations, we didn't.
How? What reparations did the Jews
get?
Through
acknowledgement, through money, through
we acknowledge slavery happened.
Okay, but you're sitting here and acting like it plays no role.
No, but to your argument.
All right, listen, y'all. Listen. Before I continue, y'all listen to Pure T comment. She said my mom was one of 7 kids. Her husband ended up being a alcoholic, right? So she packed up her lullers, her children, and moved on. So she said, and I love this about some black women, my women. So I have daddy abandonment issues. And that's something she's admitting to. She's not playing victim over here on YouTube. She's admitting this stuff. Some of y'all got daddy issues and just think anyway. Anyway, now so far, I want y'all to put a 1 in the comments for a 1 for yes, a 2 for no. Have y'all heard anything with the aura word, right? R-A-C. I spelled it wrong on purpose. Do y'all see that aura word? Have you heard anything from Charlie that was aura? R-A-C. 1 for yes, 2 for no. If you heard something, 1 for yes. If you didn't hear anything, 2 for no. And we got the majority. So, wait a minute. So, hold on. And this, oh, damn, it's Peachy. You said you did. All right? If you did, I just sent you an invite. Because maybe I missed it. Just come on up. There you go. What's going on? Oh, damn. What's going on, big dog? Man, I can't call it. So my question was, if we... Oh, okay, no problem. So the question still stands. So far on the video that we have played, have you heard anything with the R word? Man, if you don't close that damn door, y'all here in this car trying to get this shit straight. Close that damn door. There it is. Close that damn door. No, this how I talk. I'm not going to pipe it down. This how I talk. So, well, but you can't tell me how to talk. Okay, I'm gonna speak, but don't come up here telling me how to talk. You speak, fool. Coming up here trying to come up here poking. Y'all, he come up here trying to poke his all question. Y'all listen to him. He couldn't even get, hold on, he can't even, let me mute your dumb ass real quick. He coming on here, can't even get his damn window closed. I mean, couldn't get his door closed. Hey, bro, man, this ain't the one. This ain't it, bro. Man, if you don't calm your ass down, I had asked the question. If you cut your fucking phone up and heard the fucking question, you would have asked, how the fuck you come up here, right? You put a 1 in the comments. I said 1 for yes, 2 for no. He put a 1 in the comments and answered the question, but come up. Hold on, let me finish. Hold on. I'm talking to the audience right now. So, this the deal. I asked the question. He answered the question. Yes, I did hear something our word. I invited him up on the panel, right? When he get up here, bro, how you doing? I'm good. You keep hearing this door open and close. Man, you gonna let me finish talking. You don't run the motherfucking thing. You don't see, look, you don't run a motherfucking thing over here. Once again, I'm gonna mute your ass until I get done talking. Yeah. Let me get your ass down because you don't know how to fucking listen. You keep your door closed. Learn how to close the door to your fucking car. You answer the question and didn't even understand the fucking question. And you come up here telling me to pipe down, bro. Man, if you don't get on, bro, you get your ass on somewhere. Keep unmuting your mic. All right, so let's continue. Y'all. Let's continue. You said I should have came over on TikTok so I can get my rewards. You gave some rewards? Oh, okay. All right, let's continue. Mm-hmm. Urban Greek say Latinos for Trump. All right, let's continue. Y'all. Let's continue to the video.
The Holocaust was 80 years ago. Half of all the Jews on the planet were killed. Everything they earned was taken. Jews are doing great. They're the wealthiest subgroup, racial group or ethnic group in America. If all of a sudden something that happened 80 years ago impacts your material prosperity, how did Jews defy the curve? How did poor Asians do so well? Why is it that Asians are now the wealthiest minority in America, many of whom came with no money in the 1950s or 60s?
Because of the culture and opportunities that were provided to them.
But you're not hearing me out. Black Americans have had the same opportunities. However,
people still look at us like criminals every day.
Hold on, but like, I don't look at you like a criminal.
I'm not saying you do, I'm saying some people do.
But I mean, do you want me to be brutally honest with you, or do you want me to be politically correct?
Yes, be brutally honest with you.
Okay, do black people commit more crimes than white people? It's not even close.
Okay, but you have to take into account the culture that has been perpetuated.
Okay, got it. So we can agree on this. Do you mean internal black culture?
It's deeper than that. Like,
do you think, let's take time out. Do you think the average rap artist that a black kid in the hood is listening to is glorifying marriage and family and saving your money?
That's what sells, because it's a culture thing. It's just within the black community.
I agree. No, but hold on.
Everyone listens to it. It's not just isolated.
It's bad for everyone who listens to it. The point being is that black youth, as they are being raised, their role models are largely not glorifying staying with one woman, getting married, going to church. And if you're wrong, show me the black role models that are doing that. There might be a couple I could think of, maybe. But if it's about culture, you're right. The internal black culture has collapsed the last 60 years. We're no longer elevating the family. We're no longer elevating staying with the person that you're with. So our contention here as conservatives is that the systemic racism stuff is a bunch of rubbish. Instead,
now, like I said, I got 2 other videos I'm gonna play after this, and not yet I've heard anything about. I'm not hearing a our word card. I'm not hearing anything our word. Hey, Edie, I got your emails and everything, so I got you. I got everything you sent me. All right, and I appreciate it. Gone Real, good to see you on YouTube. Deborah, good to see you. Thank y'all so much for the shout outs. Yours truly said people who holler RACISM are the RACIST. User said I'm hearing tough love. User, I'm hearing the same motherfucking thing. Amy said, you tell us, is he right or wrong? I don't know who you're referring to. You said play the one he said about black women. I ain't got to play what he said. I said what I said. But what's wrong with facts? See, once again, y'all see more. My women just be so delusional sometimes. And I'm not talking about all. Let's make this clear. I don't talk about all BLK women. It just, you can't make up these comments. I'm sorry, TikTok is over here. The comments over here on my computer. You can't make this shit up. After the 1960s, especially during the feminist movement, after that, households completely went left. You don't need Great Vibes or Charlie to say anything about it. I literally told y'all, look in our own communities, is there. You see single households versus father, mother, and children. Husband, wife, children. You see black women, or sometimes you will see a baby dad in the house, or the majority of the times you will see the baby mama and the kids. That's it. But because somebody is saying it, y'all feel disrespected. No, the disrespect is, boy, y'all, man. boy, I'll say that on my main account. And once again, if y'all not following my main account is Great Vibes on 10. We get out of jail later on tonight after 11 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. YouTube, just to let y'all know, that I'm over here I'm over here talking to the people on TikTok. Randy said, I never listened to Charlie. It looks like he sparked debates. Did he speak about all topics or mostly black folks? He spoke about everything. Whatever you brought to him, he expounded upon it. That's all. No matter what, he never did a left. He never did a right. It's just whatever you brought to him, right? He removed your emotions from it and say, okay, I see why you feel a certain type of way. Let's see how this is going to make us better, right? What can we learn from this situation? While we learning from this situation, let me show you the stats, or let me give you the stats. Most people don't like the stats. Most people don't like to look in the mirror when they see certain flaws. So when they look in the mirror, it's going to reveal those flaws. So most people like to live in delusional land. You said, Moonbeam said you could not debate Charlie Kirk on the Bible. Now, Moonbeam, to be honest, I could. I could. I understand where Charlie's coming from on the Bible, but I could. Will he see it the way I see it? Absolutely not. But hey, that's his perspective. If somebody else have a different perspective, that's fine, right? You know, you got claims to bag up what if I can pull up facts or evidence to bag what I'm saying, and he could do the same thing, all right, cool. Let's do that. But don't come to somebody because you feel a certain type of way. Life doesn't work like that. You can't get in front of a judge. If you are being tried, you can't get in front of a judge and tell a judge how you feel about something if you want him to make a verdict, right? Or you looking for a particular outcome. The judge is going to ask, where's your evidence? Do you have video? Do you have proof? What do you have? Exhibit A. Where is Exhibit B? Give me Exhibit C. Maybe a damn D. Well, let's appeal this. Listen. God damn it. Okay. All right. I'm going to tell everybody right now. If y'all are listening to me on TikTok, I guess when I was playing that video, it wasn't enough taps going on the screen. Now, if you're watching right now on TikTok, I'm about to shut TikTok down right now. Go over to, I'm still live on YouTube. Go on YouTube right now. Great Vibes on 10. And I'm going to sit right here until y'all get over there. Because I can't talk the way I want to talk. I can't do what I need to do. TikTok just took me off the FYP because I'm playing a fucking video. Great Vibes on 10. I'm going to post it. I'm going to pin it. Right there. Jamie, you say you hear it. Laura, you hear it. Appreciate it. Crystal, you say you hear it. Y'all starting to show up. That's the YouTube link right there. I mean, that's my YouTube handle. Come over there to YouTube. Because I'm playing the video. That's why they took me off the FYP. All right? Maria, you here? Just Danny, I see you here. November Rain, I see you. See y'all starting to come in. Go to YouTube right now. TikTok, I'm not saying nothing else. You said, what's the name? Right here. It's pinned right here. Great Vibes on 10. Great Vibes on 10. All right? So I'm going to mute my mic and only YouTube can hear me. All right? YouTube, y'all still should be able to hear me. TikTok can't hear me. Miss Fairy Tale, you say, I was there from the beginning, sir. Come on over. Everybody that's watching right now on TikTok, go to my YouTube channel right now. Great Vibes on 10. GREATVIBESON 10. I'm going to pin it again. Right there. Come over there right now. We got 30 more seconds. I'm going to shut it down. Y'all see the pinned comment? That's my YouTube link. Come over there right now. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over. I ain't saying nothing else. You said GV is a meat and potatoes kind of guy. He's serving the meal. Elena said, great vibes. I'm at work. Thank you, Pure T, for putting that in the comments. Y'all come on over. That's my YouTube link. Come on over. 20 more seconds. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. You said you are playing Nokia, Nakia. I stopped the video. I'm going to finish it up on YouTube. I'm still live on YouTube. Come over to YouTube. TikTok just took me off the FYP because I'm playing the videos. Come over to YouTube so we can finish. Very simple. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And TikTok, I'll think about starting back up. All right, we just ended TikTok. God damn. Shit. Boy, TikTok is a special breeze, man. God damn. Boy, TikTok is a whole different breed. You said, just Danny said, oh, my TikTok folks are special. Man, they are special. How you come on my panel? How you come on my panel trying to tell me tell the host how to run this panel? Pipe down. You know, get your car fixed first before you tell me to pipe. Get your car fixed. You snatching on the door. You snatching on the door. Close your door first before you tell me to pipe down. Pipe down, homie. I ain't your homie. I'm sorry, my homies. I'm sorry, my homie. Just Danny said, learn how to walk away from your door before you come on the panel. I'll think about going back live over there. I'll think about it. Crystal said TikTok act like the people getting their panties in a bunch with fat. Man, people don't like fats. All right, y'all, let's continue. Now we can let the video play. All right?
It's systemic bad choices.
If you're a homeowner, you need to listen to this. When's the last time you checked on your home title? That's the legal proof that you own your house.
Okay.
If you're like me, the answer...
Okay, all right. Didn't know that. I didn't know that. Teach me something. There it is.
And if fraud should happen, they'll spend up to $1 million to fix it. Go to HometitleLock.com now. Okay. Use promo code Kirk. That's HometitleLock.com, promo code Kirk.
Do you feel that systemic racism isn't real?
Of course not. What can I do that you can't do? Name it.
Okay.
No, seriously. What can I do that you can't do?
Fallacy. That's a slippery slope.
No, it's not.
I don't know why.
Very simple. No, because
fallacy.
back in 1940, you would have been able to answer that question. Well, Charlie, there's a bathroom over there that I can't go to. There's a major league team.
I can't walk into the grocery store and get the same looks that you do. I walked into Brookshire Brothers a couple of weeks ago when I was looked at.
That's an insanely hyper paranoid way of living life. That's not evidence, right?
It's a real example.
By the way, if I walk into a black neighborhood, I get bad looks too, okay? So I don't know what the contention is.
Because of the way you treat our culture and the way you perpetuate.
Oh, wait, hold on. The way we treat your culture, we have gone to such great calisthenics and ridiculous gymnastics to prove that we're not racist. In fact, it's the worst thing that you could be called in America. We had, during George Floyd 2020, we had hundreds of millions of dollars given to Black Lives Matter. I don't know where that money went. Did it improve material worth of Black America? So, I mean.
Speaking of Black Lives Matter, and I've said this before, that right there was a scam. That was a whole scam. Somebody played on black people's emotions. Because anytime something happens in a black community, and if it's done by the outside, someone from the outside, especially the outside race, we want to hold marches. We want to burn fucking buildings down. We want to rob stores. We want to just, loot stores. Just do some of the craziest, dumbass shit. And the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, "Oh, that was a racist. That was racially charged." But when we around here unaliving our people every single day, that's a systemic issue? You mean to tell me it's a systemic issue when you got Pookie is walking out of his house, what they call, I can't say it, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Driving down the street in their SRT, doing donuts and spin outs in the middle of intersections. Got them fucking switches hanging out of the window and shit with black masks over your fucking face. It's somebody else's problem. Jacqueline said, because of my skin color, I didn't want to comment on TikTok. I hate that there was so much hate. No, Jacqueline, don't look at it as far as hate. It just, once again, when you're dealing with people's emotions and their feelings, because they don't agree with something. I don't care if you black or white, because you don't agree with something emotional. I mean, when people don't agree with something, or it don't sounds good to their psyche, or that's not how they was trained. No matter, it could be you, me. Of course, you're going to get some pushback. I'm used to it. You're going to get pushback, but the pushback is not going to be, hey, this is why I'm giving a pushback. It's because I feel like that you shouldn't be saying that, because I feel based on what I see is it proves to be factual or evidence. So this what people would do is they would use their own anecdotal experience to make the majority of the case. That's not how life works. When you have debates or you speak on topics, especially some as sensitive as this, you got to look at the totality of everything. This conversation is bigger than you. It's bigger than me. I'm a black man. I still get called racist. Y'all saw the comments? Did that shit offend me? Absolutely not. Because I know people are speaking from a place of emotions. And I don't even look at it as a racial war, right? We make it a racial war. Even the movies that come out spark racial wars. That's why I can give a flying fucks about Black History Month. Because the only thing you're doing is you're reminding people, right, on both sides, why we should hate each other. This is what your people did to me. This is what your people did to me, right? Ain't nobody speaking about what the fucking Jews did. Ain't nobody speaking about that shit on a public platform. But yet they are in the black community setting up shops. You got beauty supply stores, you got gas stations, and our dumb asses over there buying from them. And these was the first people that enslaved some of the first people to enslave, beat up, and unalive black people. But you don't see that shit getting pushed out. But because we're here in the West, you got the blacks against the whites. When it comes to mental programming, their job is to keep it that way.
And we actually do know where it went, actually. And so, but going back to your main contention, when you practice DEI, because that was your main point, right? You are rewarding bad culture. You even acknowledge it. You are saying that someone should be there based on the color of their skin. We say skin color doesn't matter. If you want that position, work harder, study harder, and then you might be able to get that position.
When we're forced into underfunded communities where schools are based off of property value, we can't.
Well, actually, school choice is now the law of the land here in Texas, okay, so that's not correct. Secondly,
do you just expect a single-parent home to pick up and move into some rich neighborhood?
Well, again, so let's go back to why are they the single-parent home?
And that's
Thank you.
Because the hundreds of years.
Do you believe in the maxim or the belief that you should take responsibility for your decisions?
It's not just one person's decisions. It's so much deeper than that.
See,
why are you trying to?
That's where you and I have a different belief. You believe in this.
It's not. It's a fact.
No, it's a belief. Again, you have to tell me then, why do Jews do so well? Holocaust didn't impact their material worth. How did Asians do so well? And by the way, even more so, why are Hispanics getting so much wealthier? If we were so racist, why are Hispanics all of a sudden gaining income the last 20 years? There's something.
It's a difference in culture.
Barstool Crypto, it's on Kraken. My crypto, it's on Kraken. My XRP, it's on Kraken. I'm part of the XRP army.
I don't know why y'all are clapping. But it's a difference in culture. The way that each culture is treated is so vastly different in America.
But again, you have to tell me, other than bad looks at the grocery store, how else is your future, you as a man in America, not a black man, how is your future somehow restricted by racism?
My natural hair is seemed as unprofessional when I go into an office or workplace. When I walk around in certain places, people just assume, like I've said earlier, the dirty looks. When people think you are automatically the worst of the worst solely because
we don't think that.
You've interrupted me like 10 times
because
now.
You think you know what white people think, and you don't.
I don't know what white people think.
Then why do you keep on saying you know what white people think?
Because I've seen it.
You've seen our thoughts?
I've seen what people have done to me and people who look like me around the world and in America.
How? Again, you are. Let's just make an example. You are here in the wealthiest country ever.
Yes.
At an amazing university with all the opportunity imaginable in front of you. And all you want to do is look backwards at everything that prevented you when you are a glaring example that there is no systemic racism and you can actually achieve your wildest dreams.
Whoa, I never said that. Hey, I'm not the only black person who exists out there. There's so many people who this culture is affecting to this day.
Do you know black Americans are the richest black people on earth?
What statistic
Africa.
is that? Okay, I need you to pull
right
that
there.
up like right
Fine.
now.
You can.
That's why I say you can't make this shit up. You got people going around the internet because they disagree with these facts, right? And I've talked about this maybe 6 years ago about the continent of Africa, because even the name is spelt wrong. It's the original name. I mean, the name that is now is not the original name, right? It actually has a K in it. But anyway, Africa is the wealthiest continent on this planet. The wealthiest. When you're from a certain background and when you understand certain resources, it's not like, oh, what I gotta have. It's not about greed. This is why growing up, You say I just wish Charlie was talking to an older man. And you know what, A. Millie, I 100% agree with you on that. I really do. I really do. But the reason why I was excited by him talking to the younger people is because he's catching them before they get out here and make these different decisions that may have a lifetime, impact on their future based off their how they view life. So he's giving them a different perspective, right? I see what I hear what you're saying. Did you look at it like this? Older people, like around my age, around your age, it's not going to change anything. So how you change, a culture of people, no matter what your background is, you start with the youth. But I agree with you on that. Now, do he have professors and everything that come up and debate him? Oh, he does. You said NASA must. Well, it's not about he or she being wealthy. We're just talking about. I was speaking Africa as a continent, right? The natural resources that they have under them that that countries like our country go over there and start wars. Oh, we're going to build a school over here. Right? We're going to give them clean and fresh water. Who the fuck asked for that shit? So they got to display Africa as this poor continent, right? As this poor. I remember growing up and looking on TV. And 3 o'clock in the morning, you see this feed the needs shit early Sunday mornings. This feed the needs shit, and you got these African kids out here, their skinny bones and shit hanging out. And I told myself growing up, I never want to go to Africa. I never want to go to Africa because they painted the picture that Africa was the poorest continent ever. Don't go visit it. I got video of the lady, that white lady that was doing that feed the needs shit back in the 90s. I got a video of her saying they was part of the reason why our mindset it is the way it is. They don't even participate in that mess anymore. Got the video, but the topic ain't about that. Suzanne Summers, yes. Suzanne Summers. You said when you just think about you, you're the most important. Let's continue, y'all.
Black Americans per capita on average.
Can you pull that up?
I'm hosting an event right now. I don't know what to tell you, but
I'm participating.
Anyone can fact check me on this. So you cannot find a black majority country or any country where black people have significant representation where they are as wealthy, because even the poorest people in America are in the top 5%, the top 2% of wealth around the world. And so my whole belief is stop acting like you're a victim and start making better choices.
Not acting like a victim. Whoa.
Respect.
This is not a victim mentality.
No, it fundamentally is, because white people are not out to get you. There is nothing holding black people back. Let me say that again. There is nothing holding black people back. In fact, the opposite. You can get into colleges with lower test scores.
But
you could say things that white people can't say and not be fired for it. Black people are wildly disrepresentation.
People say that to me all the time, and they just walk around like it doesn't mean anything around here.
Say what? Say the what?
The N-word. I'm not going to say it on this public platform, but people say it to me all the time.
Derogatorily.
Yes.
No, I think you're lying.
Why would I be lying about
So you're
this?
trying to tell me at this campus, did you report it to student services?
I'm not. I have too much on my plate to worry about this.
So you're going to say at this campus you're going to indict the moral character of Texas A&M?
I'm not indicting the moral character.
Yes,
of Texas
you are.
A&M.
You're saying that.
I'm indicting the moral character of one person or a few people.
Oh, now it's one. So you heard it all the time, and now it's one. Got it. So
it's not okay. You're
no, but
taking me
this
out
is
of
the point:
context,
is that
but
I
okay.
don't believe you because now you resort back to a race hoax to make it seem as if the white kids on this campus are like racist and terrible.
White kids.
Oh, so was it a black guy that said it to you?
I'm not.
It matters a lot because this is how lies are able to grow. Jussie Smollett, we see this. You have to challenge them head on.
Do you think I'm lying when I say that people say the N-word around here? And just
if I think a white person comes up to you derogatorily and says, "Shut up, N-word," I'm not
saying they said it.
I said, are they saying it derogatorily?
But that doesn't mean it's word for word like that.
But okay, so then it's not an insult then.
Anytime.
So then don't bring it up as if it's evidence of racism.
Because you brought the N-word up first. I didn't.
No, I didn't.
No. You specifically said, name me an instance of the N-word.
No, I said black people can say things that white people can't say. Of course that's true.
But that's automatically implying that one
word. It's more than that. But let me just kind of build this out further.
What is it then?
There's a lot of things black people can say.
Explain it to me.
You want me to give you more examples of things?
Yes.
Black people are allowed to talk about black culture in a way that white culture cannot. For example, black people can go up and say that there's a baby mama problem in black America, and white people are not allowed to say that. Oh, I just did. So what are you gonna do? Cancel me? Black people are allowed to say. I'm
a grown man. I got way too much to worry about.
Black people are allowed to say that there is a systemic fraud issue within the PP loan application in black America. Black people are much easier to be able to say that black individuals, despite being 13% of the American population, commit 55% of the murders. If most white people say that at a job, they would get fired for being a racist. I don't care because I say whatever I want. So black individuals have much more intellectual public freedom than white people do. If a white person were to come up and say, black America really needs to get its act together and stop sleeping around all the time, and it needs to actually have monopoly.
Why would you?
Because it's true. Because
why would you just walk up to someone and talk and attack their culture from the outside?
Well, hold on. Let's look at the evidence. You said to myself, there's all these people suffering in Chicago. There's all these people that are terrible. I'm telling you why. It's because there's been bad decisions that have been institutionalized. Let me finish. And rap artists and athletes and people at the top level of black society that refuse to ever challenge the core rot in black America, which is that they are allowing degeneracy and hedonism to eat the soul of what once was a beautiful black culture, and instead they go around saying it's the boogeyman of racism, the white man is out to get you, and the result is black America is doing worse than it was in the 1960s. That is the contention, period.
It's not just, it's a culture. It's so much deeper than the present day we are in. I don't know why you're pretending like it just doesn't matter.
What doesn't matter? You mean things that happen? Again, I've been through this multiple times. Let me just ask you one.
But you're not listening to understand. No, you're listening to reply.
No, I'm doing both actually. And so, but let me just ask one final question, right? Mm-hmm. Which is that you have your entire future ahead of you. Mm-hmm. When you are hired for a job, would you rather be hired because of your race or because of how qualified you are?
It doesn't boil down to just that.
That's what DEI is, man.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is definitionally the hiring of people.
They're not just going to immediately see. You
get extra points if you're black with DEI. That's how it works. Racial quotas elevate people based on the color of their skin.
So do you think I got extra points to come here?
I don't know. You said you were qualified, but affirmative action was institutionalized in Harvard and in Texas and a lot of other places. We know this. So I again, TU, we don't like them, right? So, but again, I just want to just repeat this point. Where?
Now let me ask y'all this right here. Have y'all heard anything racist come out of his mouth? Let me pull up the definition. So racist definition is characterized by or showing prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism against a person or people on their basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. Not once I'm seeing anything racial here. Let me make this bigger. And let me put this right here. That's better. Deborah, you said it didn't make sense. What didn't make sense, Deborah? Now remember this right here. When we're listening to things like this, we have to remove our emotions from this. Because y'all got to realize he's talking about my community. Notice my emotions is gone out of this. Because anytime you don't have control of your emotions and actually hear, Christ is gone. It's gone. You got to take control of your Eve. Take control of your emotions. Leave that out of it. Let's listen to the logic of what he's saying. Even if we don't disagree, that's what the internet is for. Look it up. But the main thing here is racism. And not once I've heard anything racist. Let's continue. And I told people, I've said this several times before, it's going to be topics people are not going to like me, right? That people are going to disagree with. It's going to be topics where people going to be all in. That's right, great vibes. That's right. Oh, good. Great vibes, you right. But one thing about me is when I speak about things, it's not always about being right. What can we learn from this? All right. Laura said you were at peace. Absolutely. 100%. Absolutely. That's why when they was over there on TikTok, I'm talking about shooting off. Right? That's fine. I'm used to that. It's social media. I'm used to it. I don't know nobody personally. That's why, once again, when I ask people, have you heard anything racist yet? One of the gentlemen, right? Of course, he was a black guy. He put in the comments, yes. So I invited him up. So when he finally got his car together, he asked me to repeat what I said prior to that. So your ass, first of all, he didn't even listen to the fucking whole question before he answered the question. Because his emotions was wrapped up in it. And this dude sounded like he was probably around my age. So he got up there. I invited him up. He accepted the request because I want to hear why he said he heard something racial. But because he probably didn't have nothing to stand on, he wanted to tell me to pipe down. I don't know what platforms these people used to go on. You know, they used to go on, try to tell somebody to come on there, fucking, pound and try to tell them how to speak or, things like brother, you wrong panel. And once again, even in the comments, folks just going. Man, come on. You said he just forgot how to use the door. I'm just saying, before you answer a question, kind of have a thesis why you answer the question a certain way. Because I'm going to invite you up. That's just what I'm going to do. All right? Why do you feel like this? Another guy was going off in the comments in all caps. Just going off. Right? Just going out, just being all emotional. Like, brother, for real? And some of y'all wonder why women don't want to deal with your ass because you're too fucking emotional. She can't even get out the house good to go to the damn grocery store to get some eggs for breakfast. And your ass blown up in text messages. Damn, let her crank the car up first. Cut the windshield wipers on because it's raining outside. Let her get that far before you start blowing her phone up. Maria said, you said, has he ever debated Dr. Umar? Let me tell you, listen. Boy, Dr. Umar needs to go somewhere and sit his ass down. Now, as a huge follower of Dr. Umar, I followed this guy for years. And we're going to get back to the video. I followed this guy for years. Dr. Umar. I said, give me a minute, son. Hold on. Okay, hold on. All right? All right, go back in your room. Now, I followed this guy for years. All right? Now, I won't take away that this man he's smart. You know, when he get in front of people, he's very, you know, he can speak, right? And he can bring up, he talks about those unwanted subjects, and he educates us, especially when it comes to, you know, the Neanderthals and, you know, black history, things like that. All right, got it, cool. But the school shit has gotten out of control. The school shit has gotten out of control. It's gotten out of control. He scammed a lot of people out of money for so long. The money that he'd raised for that school should have been done years ago with the staff, children up and operating. Hud the Hulk says, Snow Buttons, I love him. You said, but he put him, he's a college student, a voter. Huh? I know you talking about. I'm about a minute and a half behind the shot. I know. It's the comments. It's the software that I'm using. I know. I'ma do. Listen, when I get a bigger group over on YouTube, I will invest into the software to where it won't be delayed like this. But right now, the software that I'm using, this is the best that I can do. Deborah said, great vibes. You about a minute. Some change left. Let's finish up the video.
Can I go to work that you can't?
It's not just that.
Exactly. There is nothing that is preventing black people from prospering. Nothing. The only thing is that you guys have been hypnotized to be victims of your own mind, to think as if there's a white person out to get you. I walk in the grocery store, they look at me differently. All that stuff is complete rubbish. The thing that is preventing you.
Life experiences. You're just denying my experience I just shared to you in front of all these people.
Yes, if you think that, okay, let me just be very clear.
I know.
America has come really far if your best example of racism is getting bad looks in a grocery store. We have made incredible racial moral progress. That's only my
experience. There are so many other people
But I'm happy to hear every example that they have. It boils down to this. We are not just a racist country, we are the least racist country ever to exist. We go out of our way not to be called the R word, to demonstrate that we aren't racist, to show to people that I have compassion for others and that I want to try to help people of different skin color. But at its fundamental core, I have to go back to this. I don't actually think skin color matters that much. I don't. I want a country that aims towards MLK's dream of one based on content of character and one on competency. I think the hyper-racial obsession of this country is really bad. It's really bad for everybody involved, including Black America. And I would just ask you, what would you do to improve the material well-being of Black America? What is your solution?
Education.
Okay, we've spent trillions of dollars on education.
It's not
trillions.
You need to fundamentally change the system of education because there's not enough funding. Teachers are not paid enough anywhere. Let's be honest. We need to seriously fix our education, especially when public school education comes from property taxes. When you're in a low-income neighborhood, you're not gonna get high-income teachers.
If you had to choose more money for education or more dads for black kids, what would you say?
That goes hand in hand. Education goes into
I agree.
Family planning.
That's why if we get more dads into homes, it starts solving the problem.
No, education is what solves the problem.
Well, hold on, but again, if you're just educating and there's not a dad at home reinforcing it, we've seen this play out. We see this in Chicago. In Baltimore, we've spent hundreds of billions of dollars in Baltimore, Chicago, Detroit. We have entire classes of kids that can't read at grade level. We have incredible examples of this, and it goes back to this. If you want to have a privileged life in America, very simple. Start acting a certain way.
What do you mean act a certain way?
Get married to one person and stay married to that person and don't abandon them, of which 75% of black men do.
So, okay, we have 2 black men right here. By that statistics, one of us is not going to get married to one woman. So,
okay, I hope you guys defy the odds.
Okay, so
were you raised by a two-parent household?
Yes, I was.
Okay, good, and that's why you are probably here, because that elevates my argument.
But the reason why they are here is because of the education they received. Both my parents got their bachelors at colleges.
I'm not discounting education, but I'm saying the parental family nuclear unit is fundamental. It solves everything, and it's not just a hypothesis.
Education is what builds that fundamental family structure.
That's where we disagree. More government education is not going to put dads back in the home.
I'm saying just education in general. Like,
again, New York spends 4 times as much on education than Idaho. It's not a spending thing, and we'll just end with this. Our belief system is that you come down to the most foundational family unit, and when that breaks down so severely, don't be shocked if that group, when it acts that way, stays in poverty over a longer period of time. Asians are incredibly loyally married. It's one of the reasons why Asian Americans do so well in this country. Hispanics do very well. White Americans increasingly are not doing as well.
They also came here by choice too. My ancestors did not come here by choice, but
so
we don't have to go too far into that.
We don't have to go into that. I want to get the next question. Again, you should be kissing the ground because you're right. You didn't come here by choice. But
why are you telling me to?
Hold on, I'm telling you right now. You should be kissing the ground with gratitude because you're right. You are not in Africa, and you should be thankful you're not in Africa, that you're in the United States of America. That's my end of contention. Thank you very much.
All right, y'all. I needed a snack. So now, do I agree with what he said on the ending? No. Thank God that you're not in Africa. Charles, I can't stand with you on that one. All right. Can't stand with you on that one. However, the majority makes the rule, right? At the totality of the conversation, he was pretty much saying, hey, man, life is not the way it used to be. What can we do as men to strengthen our communities, to strengthen our families, to strengthen our homes so we can be more successful off? Education, that this young man keeps hollering, or the lack thereof. Now you got to ask this question, well, whose education? Different topic, different day. It's a lot of people that's out here that never graduated from high school, that never seen a college. Some of your most wealthiest people. It's a lot of them, right? What I've gotten from this debate is, hey man, the world do not revolve around your feelings. Get up, do what you have to do, pull your britches up, and let's move forward. That's what I got from this. Gabriel said they have destroyed the family unit household all by design. That is correct. When the economy changes, the family dynamics changes. When the economy changes, the family dynamics change along with that. And we've seen that and we've witnessed that here in the West. If that was true what the gentleman said as far as, how can we strengthen the households? He said through education. Then he also said, because I'm listening to everything, he also said about his mother and his father having bachelor's degrees. I said, okay, I see where he's going. I see where he's going with that. How can you get educated if you don't have structure, if you don't have discipline? Let's start with the basis. And that's all he was saying. That's all he was saying. Start with the basis. That's it. When you have a great foundation, talk about just basis, a great foundation, you can build on top of that. But most of us ain't got time to start out with the basis. We just want to jump right in, and we wonder why our households are destroyed the way they are. So Nikki, I-555555555. You said it ain't got nothing to do with the economy. When the economy changes, the family dynamic changes. At the beginning of my life, I strictly said, and I saw it in the comments. The comments are there. It was proven in the comments on TikTok. I don't need no man. I can do this, I can do that, blah, 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 blah. I don't need a man. When the economy changes, the family structure changes, the family dynamic changes. But I'm gonna save that conversation for February, because I got to get on the men's first. I got to get on the men first before I deal with the women. But I'm just going based off what this gentleman was saying, because everything that he was saying, all I'm hearing is a victim mentality. Well, they did this to us, and they did this, and they did that. Why are you worried about that? Life is more than just you, right? So if they did so much, if they did so much to us, it's you're allowing what they did in the past to direct your future. And we got a lot of that. It's not just him. We got a lot of that. So when slavery ended, so black people was the economy. First of all, we got to get away from even talking about slavery. I'm not saying don't forget where our ancestors came from, but why do slavery have to be the topic of these conversations? Is slavery stopping anybody from doing what you need to do in life? Do you think blacks was the only people that was enslaved? Hold on, let's back up. Do you know that black people own slaves too? And I'm talking about by the thousands. Not only the Caucasus did it, not only the Jews did it, we done it to ourselves. So once again, why is we keep having this mentality? Thank you, Hug the Hope, and not all of us is from Africa. Thank you for putting that in the comments. A minute and a half late by me saying it. Come on, man. Lord, here you go sounding like them. Nikki, who is them? Who is them with no profile picture? Nikki, who is them? Let me pin your comment. Who is them? Nikki, who is them? White folks. And what do white folks sound like? Because before I respond, I want to see exactly where you coming from. What do white people sound like? I said what I said. See, that's that passive ass shit. No. What do white people sound like? Now, fuck it. You ain't even got to ask that question. No. No. You ain't even got to answer that question. What do black people sound like? Since you're saying I'm sounding like white people, what do black people supposed to sound like? What do black people sound like? Answer that question. What do black people supposed to sound like? I guess since you got all the answers here, what the fuck I'm even talking about? What do black people supposed to sound like? November said, GV, I was waiting for that question. What? No, Sparkle, I'm going there. Listen, Sparkle, thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. But I'm going there. I really want it. I don't like making assumptions, right? What do black people sound like? Since I sound like one of them, and you said white people, what do black people sound like? Answer the question. Come on, Nikki. Nikki. Nikki, what do black people sound like? Nikki, start with all that passive ass shit. Just answer the fucking question. What do black people sound like? You said I sound like a white person. Okay, cool. What do a black person sound like? Jamie said, "What you first say white and then you said you was ready to get in the box." I'm trying to figure out, Jamie. I'm trying to figure out what this young lady is talking about. So I'm over here just speaking logical, right? And she said that I'm starting to sound like white folks. So I'm asking her, if I'm sounding like a white person, what do black people supposed to sound like? And I have yet to get an answer. I have yet to get an answer. Someone with knowledge and wisdom and historical facts who knows why we are here today. You can't make this shit up. 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 You cannot make this shit up. Now, Nikki, I can fire TikTok back up. I can fire it back up. If you want to come over to TikTok and I could bring you in the box, that's easy. You want me to do that? I will go live right now on TikTok right now, and you just come in the box. You want to do that? Appreciate it, Major. Appreciate it, Milko's always in the house showing love. So you're telling me that the black people who had slaves wasn't family? Who the fuck this? What? Hold on. You know what? Listen, Nikki. God damn it, because you're starting to sound slow as fuck. Do you want to go over? I can fire up TikTok right now if you got a TikTok account, and I could bring you up in the box so we can speak. Do you want to do that? Yes or no? Very simple. November said, hell, bro, I can't on this shit. Now, y'all, I want to hear Nikki out. I can fire up TikTok right now so I can bring your ass in the box. Do you want to do that? Because I'm speaking with logic. I sound like a white person. So I guess because I'm black, you say you will in a few. The fuck? Maria said, great vibes. You know they'll never get in no box. Well, god damn it. Nikki, you said well in a few. I'm going to give your ass, it's 6:23 my time. In a few. I'm going to give your ass at 6, I'm going to give your ass 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I'm going to fire TikTok up. Get in the box. Matter of fact, I'm going to fire it up right now. Fuck it. I'm going to fire it up right now. I'm going to fire this shit up right now. All right, TikTok is up. That's not what I'm looking for. Hold on 1 second. That's not. Hold on. Wait a minute. Damn, y'all flying in over here on TikTok. I want to hear what black people sound like. There it is. Hold on, that's not the TikTok box. The hell I'm doing? That's not the fucking TikTok box. That's the YouTube box. Gotcha, Maria. Nikki. I'm up on TikTok. So TikTok is up. I want to hear what black folks sound like. There it is. Birth. Let's see. You got 2 more minutes, ma'am. Ma'am, you got 2 more minutes. Birth. She said, check my Cash App. Yeah, Nick, y'all, Laura Asby, boy, she be showing love to your boy Great Vibes. That's what I'm talking about. Laura, thank you so much for the cash out. Thank you so much. Lord, she always showing love. You say I just said in a few. God damn it, Nikki, that was a few minutes ago. That was 5 minutes ago. I am on TikTok right now, ready for you to get up in that box. We over here right now. You doing something. But your ass can type. But you in the comments, but you doing something. You in the comments, but you doing something. You got time to type, but you doing something. You got time to be in the comments talking. But you doing something. Amy, she said that 5 minutes ago. I gave her a few. Is this okay? So it's a Nikki 555 over here on YouTube. It's a Nikki 666 over on TikTok. Nikki, is you the same person? Nikki, is that you? No, you can't be the same one. No, yeah, okay, good. Yeah, you can't be the same one. So right now, listen. So listen, TikTok, I'm just waiting for somebody to come over here to get in the box so they can speak about. Nikki said, I was making a statement, and Nikki said, "Oh, you starting to sound like damn." So I asked Nikki, who is damn? Who are you referring to? And she said, white people. I said, okay. My first initial question was, well, what do white people sound like? And then I took that back. I said, well, hell, what do BLK people supposed to sound like? What do we sound like? What are we? So I got her coming in the box. So we wait for her. So we wait for her to come over here. We just wait for her to come over here. That's all. We just wait for her to come over here. You said give you a few. It's 6:30 now. That was almost 10 minutes ago. I'm gonna give your ass 2 more minutes. I'm gonna move on. Cause I see right now what type of time you on. You said, will she show? Let's do a poll. Put a 1 in the comments if she's gonna show. Put a 2 in the comments if she's gonna dip out. No, Nikki, this ain't got on TikTok. Nikki on TikTok, this ain't got nothing to do with you. This is another ticket, Nikki from YouTube. That's the only reason why I started up TikTok, to bring her in the box. Y'all say she won't show up. She's scared. Yeah, okay. Nikki, they saying you scared. Bring your ass up in the box. Box up. Cause remember, black people, we trying to figure out what we supposed to sound like. You said find someone else. Now I want to be right here. I want to be right here. You said she long gone. No, because her ass she was typing in the comments on YouTube. Is she here? I'm looking through everybody, because I'm telling y'all I can see everybody that's in here. And I'm going through watching. I'm going through looking, and I don't see her. She's not over here. I don't see her. Nikki, you still haven't went over to TikTok yet. I don't see you. Y'all, she gone. She bailed out. Y'all, she bailed. She bailed, y'all. She gone. There she go. There go Nikki, right? Y'all, Nikki showed up. Everybody put a clap in the comments. Nikki showed up, y'all. Everybody put a clap in the comments. Hold on. Let me grab this box so people can see you. Hold on one second. So, Nikki, let's go back to your comment. You said that I sounded like one. Now, I want you to say this, all right? You said I'm starting to sound like them people. Who's those people you were talking about? And what do white people sound like? What was the statement? Black people did have slaves. So how is that? What way? Hold on. What way was I speaking of? Because I never broke it down. Y'all say y'all can't hear her? Hold on one second. Hold on. Y'all say y'all. This is why y'all can't hear her. Nikki, say something.
Yeah.
Okay, there she go. Y'all should be able to hear her now. Okay, let's start over. This for YouTube purposes. My bad, YouTube. I forgot to cut her mic on the thing. So she said that when I was talking about black people being, slave owners, I was starting to sound like white people. These are her words. I was starting to sound like white people. So she said, so I asked her, what do white people sound like? And what did you say, Nikki?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
When you said that I was starting to sound like white people and I asked you what white people sound like, what did you say so they can hear you on YouTube again? Because I had you muted on YouTube.
Okay, so pretty much your statement, what you had said about black people owning slaves as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that usually, well, I'm not going to say usually, but the majority of the time when people say stuff like that, I don't know about you, but I know me. I know the majority of the people that sit here and say, well, black people own slaves too. That comes from a lot of white people who like to sit here and justify the fact of, they're being slaves.
But who said that they was justifying?
What do you mean? Who's saying that they were justifying it?
Okay. So based off what I said, you drew a conclusion based off what you heard other people say, and not once I broke down why I said what I said, right?
But this understandable, and you're right. I did jump to conclusion. I did jump to an assumption of that. But this is my thing. You being a black person and me also being a black person. When you say certain things like that ain't right.
Why is it not right that black people owned other black people? Why is it not right?
So when you're going to sit here and say that black people owned other black people,
Yeah.
make sure you put the history or the facts to go along with it.
Yeah, I do that in February. Just like the Jews own the blacks, just like the Caucasians own the blacks. Do we need to keep going?
Again.
But why do black people get sensitive when we talk about black people?
Because those are our people.
They may be your people, but I probably not even connect. How do we know we are from Africa? How do we know that?
Black is black at the end of the day.
How do we know we are from Africa?
Again.
I hear what you're saying with that, but how do you know that we are from Africa?
All slaves were not from Africa.
Okay, so who said that we were slaves? How do we know that we were descendants of slaves?
That's where history comes in.
Absolutely. So when I speak,
Right.
I'm speaking in a broad, right? That's why I tell people when I speak, because you got to be new here. When I speak.
No, I'm not new. I've been here for a little minute.
Let me look at your page. You been over here or on TikTok? I mean on YouTube.
Both.
Okay. Be so many people. So when it comes to our people, one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to silence. I got to be careful what I say about black people, what I have to say about the YT community or the Hispanic community. I'm not going to do that, right? When I speak about something, you best to believe if we're going to dive into it, I could bring up the facts. I just got to get in my notes that I got as part of stash somewhere to actually go in depth about that conversation. But when I speak something, you best to believe I have something to back it up. Especially a statement like that.
That's fair. I'll give you that one. That's fair. I just kind of look at it as if I'm gonna bring something like that up, I would at least, you know what I'm saying, back it up with some type of facts or whatever the case may be. Being the fact that yes, in on your platform, whether it be YouTube or TikTok, you do have a diverse of people. So when you do have, I'll put it like this, when you do have a black person and you might have a white person and that black person might feel a certain way about this and then you might have the white person feel a certain way about this and then they're going to go head to head. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
I
get that a lot.
I understand it's like, it's good like dialogue to go back and forth, but you're going to have people who feel a certain type of way. And for anybody who felt like I was being emotional or had my feelings in it, no, I don't. If you can see, I put laughing emojis because, like you said, facts over feelings. I need to do more work, like, you know what I'm saying, history work or whatever like that. But trust me, I've done enough to know. You know.
Mm-hmm. Now, but but we can't come to the conclusion that the stuff that was taught to us when we was in elementary, middle, and high school, we understand that shit was a lie, right?
Right, and I'm not talking about that.
Okay, I'm just saying, just start with the basis. Just start with the basis. That's all. Just start with the basis. So
I got you on that one.
So that right there within itself is what opened up the door to a lot of tunnels, right? A lot of just rabbit holes. And I went down that tunnel about 15 years ago. Until it took me from loophole, it took me from over here to over there, to where I was pissed at a lot of people, but I had to get that shit in check, right? Because I'm looking at, I gotta hold on. I have a hold on 1 second. Let me go grab it. left my binder close by. What did I do with it? I put together. Hell, I'll find it later. I put together a whole binder, a white binder, educating people about, different things when it comes to our background, no matter which side that you're on. And but I've done that a long time ago, so I get it. Yes, people are going to be emotional about this. People are going to say, well, this, and people are going to have the different perspectives. But as you know, I tell people all the times, if we're going to have that conversation, which is a very sensitive topic, let's provide some evidence. Let's see exactly what happened. Does it matter now? Absolutely not. Because how is reminding something that took place a long time ago, how's that going to help us in our future? Because what we see now, we see a cycle, right? That's why I played that video with that college guy, because the whole time he was speaking, he was being victim. Well, this happened to us, this is why we can't do this. This happened to us, this is why we can't do this. This happened 200 years ago, this is why we can't do this right here, do that. But and I said, before Jim Crow, and this was still, but after slavery, we were some of the most wealthiest people in our community, right? The household was there. We didn't have to look for outside resources. Our resources was each other, was the community.
That is correct.
So
but you also have to look at also the facts when it comes down to that. There's plenty of places where we actually built our own towns, where we had our own grocery stores, our own banks,
yeah, absolutely.
Our own everything. And what happened to that? That's all I'm going to say on that one. What happened to that?
Well, of course, no matter where you go, any country, any country, everybody mute up real quick. Any country, because we even see this today. If you see a country that you want something from, or you trying to make sure, hey, I'm the HNIC, let me poke the bear first. Let me find your weak spots, right? The weak spots was there, and guess what? It was taken over and completely demolished on several occasions, right?
Yeah, correct.
So now with the technology now, the resources that we have now, if something like that was to happen now, the chances of that something like that happening, coming in, taking over, something like that, I don't know. The chances is very slim. But it's just times was different then versus now. So that's why it's kind of hard for me to compare, things that took place in our community. Will it still have that same effect now, right? So that's all I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have my actual notes in front of me, so I don't want to just go off just assumptions.
Understandable.
So just hold on 1 second, Nikki. Sparkle, how you doing? You know what? Now I'm looking at your picture now, and finally showed up. Y'all, Nikki been over here for a while.
Yeah,
I thought you was trolling my fucking account.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's just certain things that I'm not that I just I'm not gonna play around with. That's just me. But again, like I said, it was my facts over feelings.
No, I got you, because you know how I roll. Sparkle, how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you, GV?
All right, welcome to the platform. What you got?
As a person in Middle America who grew up in a place that there definitely was some segregation as I was a young child, because I live in a very small community in North Central Texas. I have watched people be divided and then come together as a family, as one. I have a very diverse family background, and I have children that are mixed race. Okay, and to listen to people talk about race today like it is something that is so prevalent and so brand new and so hardcore in America. It hurts. It really does hurt, especially when it comes directed at me, because people, we don't know one another. We're on a platform where we can just assume how people live or how they behave or who they are based off their videos or what they say up here on a mic, but they hide behind their phones, their cameras, their whatevers. And at the end of the day, we all have the same, we bleed the same. We breathe the same air. Money spends the same, clothes wear the same. Everything is the same except the garbage that comes out of people's mouths. Can one person please tell me I'm wrong? Because for someone to sound white, that is so ignorant. I'm sorry. It's ignorant. If you lay down and pray at night and you ask your whoever you're praying to, God, your angel, your whoever, to save you, to heal you, to bless you, is it not the same as your neighbor, your brother that is praying? If you're asking for your literal neighbor to help you because you need yard work, you need food, you need your utility on, your whatever, is your asking not the same as mine? When you deliver a baby, is the way you deliver a baby not the same way that I delivered mine? This man don't deserve this shit, man. Y'all are nuts. This is crazy. And it's hurtful. Yes, you may.
Did I direct anything at you?
I'm not putting that on you specifically. You know, there's another situation out there that this did happen today. I woke up with 15 videos that did, and that's a totally separate thing, right? That's my own personal. But at the end of the day, it was still racially driven. I am a white woman, but I bleed, I give birth, I sleep, I eat, I work just the same as the next person. If you were to come to my home right now, even after what you said, I would invite you in and I would ask you, are you hungry or are you thirsty? Do you need something? Can I help you with something? Because that's the kind of heart that I have. But to listen to people, it just hurts. And this is not my platform, and I thank you for giving me a voice here. I was really surprised that you went live today. I know you haven't been feeling well.
Man,
you let us into your home.
My stomach, boy. That's boy. I don't know.
You let us into your home in a private way, and that right there spoke volumes to me. And if nobody else saw it, if y'all weren't there, you lost. You missed out. He's got beautiful babies, and he does not teach them the garbage that you people are teaching your children. And you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Oh,
and I'm embarrassed.
I teach my kids the truth. I give them facts. They are extremely smart.
But that's not the truth, and that's not a fact.
Extremely intelligent. As a matter of fact, my oldest son, he's been reading at a college level since he was in like 8th or 9th grade. No, actually before that. So yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and stop teaching my kids their history and what they need to know. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that. These are facts. And a lot of folks want that stuff to be hidden and put to the back burner like it didn't exist. Not gonna do it.
No. See, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. You know, I guess the message that, and I guess I should have said this at first. It's good to know where we all came from, no matter what skin tone, right? It's good to know where we came from, our background. I'm just trying to get to the point. I guess I'm just trying to let people understand. Don't let your past direct your future like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's definitely understandable. But it's not just that. It's being able to know and have everything that you need in front of you, or learn everything that you need to learn. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna leave that one alone because that's just gonna spark up a whole different thing. So I'm gonna leave that alone.
No, I got you. Let me get to Double R real quick. Then we're gonna get to Akita. Double R, Double AG. What's going on?
What's up, man?
Man, I can't call it. What you got?
I just had seen the headline. I mean what you have up there talking about. It says facts and labeled a racist. I just want to know what that.
Just say the R word because we don't want to get taken down. You know what I mean? No, you good.
I'm sorry.
No, you good, man. And no, you're not sorry. Don't ever say that ever again. You're not sorry. All right. We are great people. We are great men. All right.
I just want to know what the contents of that was.
So I got sent a lot of. So this is my backup account, okay? All right.
Okay.
My main account is we in jail right now, but we'll be out of jail later on tonight. So my main account, I get sent a lot of messages as far as when it comes to what I'm dealing with at the moment. And since I've been dealing with this gentleman right here, of course, my moderators, my supporters, my followers, they're going to just DM me information like crazy. So what I've seen a lot of posts and videos on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, X, of a lot of people calling it, especially our people, calling this man the R word. So I said, okay. So I took a video, which I really have two more. Took this video that you see right above my head, and I played it.
Yeah, I've seen that video before.
You seen that video? So throughout,
I've seen it before. I've seen it plenty of times.
Awesome. So throughout the video, I was asking people, did you hear anything R word yet? No.
No.
So I continue along. No. All the way to the end. I stopped going. I shut TikTok down. Then I'm because I'm still live on YouTube. So I asked everyone on YouTube, have y'all heard anything yet? No. So this is 1 out of 3 that I'm going to play. So what is your thought on that?
My thought. Well, it's for me. I didn't follow the gentleman before. Not follow him, but I know about him. I don't agree with a lot of what he says, and it's kind of hard to look at. You go to a college. It's kind of hard because you're going to a college. You are like a professional debater, and you're debating people, and you're debating young adults. And one thing, they're nervous because they're in front of a big crowd. The second thing, they are not as eloquent as far as the debate as that gentleman is. And so I'd remember this one because the guy said something about someone called him the N-word. And he kind of like told him he was lying, which you can't tell nobody their own experience. Based on exactly
no, he
if
didn't.
They chose not to do nothing or not. You still can't base that.
No, he didn't say he was lying. He
said I don't believe you.
No,
that's what he said.
No, it's well.
Well, in a way,
those wasn't his exact words.
Well,
right?
Well, I'm paraphrasing because I didn't seen it a long time ago.
I got you, but
I remember that video because the young gentleman that's standing behind him. That gentleman that's on your left, the young gentleman standing behind him, that video doesn't get circulated as much because that young gentleman that's standing behind him was a little bit more. He was a little bit more. How can I say it? He was a little bit more together when he debated him. So you got to understand these videos are being mostly sent for people that are on that guy's side. Right, on the gentleman's side, that you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, I can't speak for everybody else, but I went and found these videos. Right? Okay,
I'm just saying I've been following it for a long time.
Now, listen, you good because I followed Charlie for a while, right? And I said on my I dropped the video yesterday, and I said, hey, I don't agree with everything Charlie say, but what we're not going to do is just act like this man was just out here just pushing a hatred narrative, right? If you look at the totality of what he was doing. Now, let me ask you this right here: do you know why he was going to college campuses?
I think his main goal was to inspire the youth.
That's one of them. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, and I don't really know to that point. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched like Jubilee.
Yeah.
I watched when he was in Oxford. I watched when he was in Oxford, and clips here and there. And it all depends on where the clip is at to make it look like who was winning the debate, if that makes sense. But I will speak on this. Like, you might not feel that way for yourself. I can just say I'm a 48-year-old black man from Alabama, and I can tell you I grew up. I went to school. My school was probably 70-30, white versus black, in my high school. And I dealt with that I dealt with a lot of different things in life. So sometimes it's easier for me to pick up on things than maybe someone like my friend. She's from Atlanta. She went to an all-black middle school, high school, and an HBCU. So it doesn't pick up the same for her. So, the thing is, when DEI is brung up, he only talked about race. He didn't talk about the female, or he didn't talk about anything else. It was just race. Race, 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 race. And you can pull any clip up. When he talks about DEI, he never talked about females. He talked about race. I know that I didn't like the parts. That was one thing. And then I also feel, and I could go way down the line, and you might say I'm reaching, but I think the whole driving of college is a scam. It just seems funny. It just seems funny that college is a scam now. And that's been echoed by our current president as well. Not as far, but it's been echoed. And it just seems funny to me when college is all of a sudden it's a scam when you look at the most educated people, that demographic in the country, and then he kind of be explicit when he talks about someone of that same nature.
Well, like I said, it's a lot of things that I mean, not a lot. I could only name a few things that I couldn't get with Charlie. Right, but our job, when people speak, or if we're following someone, our job is we're not going to like 100% of the things that they say. All right, I even tell my own followers, if y'all agree with me 100% of the time, y'all following the wrong person.
It's not followed. It's like a religion at that point.
It's a absolutely. So it's nothing you learning from it, right? So I mean, some of the stuff that you said is a little fishy when it comes to, I guess, Charlie's standpoint. But you know that the majority makes the rule when it comes to, especially this particular gentleman here.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: yes or no? Do you have you heard the majority? Right? Have you heard anything racial come out of his mouth that was attacking people that look like you and I?
Yeah, he said that he talked about the vice president Harris, and he mentioned her in the same breath that he mentioned I don't know her name, Brown, the Supreme Court justice. Okay. And he said that they were DEI hires and that they couldn't get their jobs on brain power. They actually took another white tee's job. And that clip, you can pull that clip up.
I know. Oh, he definitely said that about Kamala Harris.
Yeah, but
now, do you know Harris? Do you know her resume?
Yeah, I know her resume, but I'm not really focused on.
That's why he said what he said about her.
No, but he put her in the same context as the chief the what's the lady on the Supreme Court? He said it the same. He put them together. And when you go and look at that lady's resume, her resume, she has one of the top resumes on the Supreme Court at the time of her you know, at the time that she got nominated. Well, I can't think. My bad. I'm not good on these platforms, so my words kind of chop up a little bit. But I'm just from the old school, and you can say old school, whatever. But I'm from the school of thought that if I hear anything out of you that gives me the thought of that, I don't rock with you. I don't rock with you. And I just say that to say because it can't be coincidence, you know. And I'm on your platform. I appreciate you. You're a very good gentleman. You like the debate and it's calm. I love the calmness of it. But I just say, man, we got to get rid of this left-right stuff, man. This left-right stuff got to go away. Like, I didn't like, you know, I don't want to take over your line, man. I'm sorry, man, if I'm talking too much, but
no, man, you up here, you excited, you know what I'm saying? You doing your thing, you shaka-laka and boot. Just hold on one tight. Let me get Akita in here real quick. Akita, what's going on?
Hey, GV, what's up?
Welcome to the live. This your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win. We live time and something like all right about being on time. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I just want you to know, first of all, it has nothing to do with anybody in the chat. Okay, this is all about this video. I only saw 5 minutes of the video, but I wrote a few things down that I wanted to say.
Okay. Now, while you do that, let me go make sure my kid's okay. You got it?
You want me to just keep talking while you go make sure you get to okay?
Yeah. You
all right.
Good? Cool.
Okay. Does everybody else know that?
No, they all here? I hear them. Now listen, I hear them in the background, so I need to make sure.
Okay. All right. So one thing I wanted to address is that, first of all, I only heard like 5 minutes of the speech, and for me, it was just troublesome watching Charlie Kirk be such a strong, powerful speaker and talking to a young man who barely has facial hair. So that's what happened with me in terms of watching the video. I actually didn't hear him for those 5 minutes that I saw. I didn't hear any actual like racist comments for the 5 minutes that I heard. I do not watch him. I don't listen to politics speakers because I feel that politics is also a form of entertainment, unfortunately. And I think that we as, well, Black people have to be more careful of what we're intaking because, I mean, Charlie even said it himself, you can be hypnotized. And I do think that happens to a lot of our families and culture in general. I want to say, you know, in a united way, but unfortunately there are a lot of people who assume that they have, you know, this first preference thing. Anyway, so sorry, real quick. All right, so what I wrote down, free labor. You questioned how does slavery impact the economy. The way that slavery impacted the economy is that obviously it was free labor, which meant that if you're getting free labor, you're actually gaining a higher profit. I mean, when the quote unquote slaves were freed, they did not inherit any money from all the cotton they picked or all the corn or all the indigo or all the sugar. So they were free with barely anything, you know? So starting from there, if you're going to compare groups of people, you have to take into account that one group of people started with a huge head start and a huge inheritance over others. That's all I'm saying. Now, in terms of whether or not we all came from Africa, I don't necessarily believe that. I know that my family in particular, I can trace my roots because I actually live where my ancestors lived. But other people don't know that much about their family, and I wouldn't even assume that they were all straight from Africa or whatever. But that's not really the point. My point is just that we didn't all start at the same starting point. I also want to say that also in the media, in the entertainment, even when Charlie Kirk said hypnotize himself, right? So they do not promote Black success stories as much as they do others. Unfortunately, they promote the entertainment industry. Everybody knows Beyonce, everybody knows Jay-Z, everybody knows Diddy's locked up, but they don't talk about the other successes. Like there's this guy, Aliko Dangote, who is a billionaire. The Mansa Musa of the Mali Empire has always been noted as the wealthiest man in the world. He was so wealthy that he was just giving away gold out his ass. I wrote a story called Sons of Sun that is about his actual journey and why he started giving out money, because he actually lost the predecessor to his empire. Anyway, so that's point number 2. My point number 3 is that Colton is what our cell phones are made out of. That comes from Africa. So that should make us the richest company, although technically Charlie said America is where the wealthiest blacks are, but that's kind of going by the exchange rate. So that's not exactly valid. But through exchange rates, you would say that black Americans are the wealthiest. But when you actually look at where the actual wealth is coming from and where it's derived from, Africa is the wealthiest. And that's why there was so much being stolen from Africa. Anyway, so coltan is what our cell phones are made out of. Gold comes straight from Africa. Diamonds come straight from Africa. I wanted to say that this dude, what's his name? Charlie's tone, his volume, the velocity of how he was speaking was extremely aggressive and negative. And this is where I go back to the optics of what I saw in that 5 minutes of Charlie Kirk speaking. I don't understand how his PR thought it was wise for him to debate a young black boy. I understand they're the future, but you're making yourself look more racist than you probably are. Like, he actually might not have racist ideologies. I don't listen to Charlie Kirk. I don't know what else he said. But just based off that 5 minutes, it looked bad. It looked extremely bad. Even besides the actual value of what he was saying, it was not a good look. So I can see how people, even just off the 5 minutes that I saw, would say, oh, he's racist. Because he's dominating the conversation with this young black boy who is a student. And I have two more things to say real quick. And I said, I wanted to note that in terms of people smashing history and saying, oh, we shouldn't keep talking about it, I just want to present this quote. I actually don't remember who says this, but they said, those who do not know history are doomed to repeat it, right? If those who do not know their history are doomed to repeat it, then we should know our history to learn from it. But ultimately, my point is that there are way more black success stories beyond entertainment, beyond the music industry, beyond athletes, and we need to talk about that more. That needs to be promoted more. But the reason why it's not promoted more is because they're kind of targeting the parents who are not being as attentive as they should be to their children. The parents who aren't going out of their way to deliberately teach their children these things are not being taught this. The same way when you go to the store to buy clothes for your daughter, you got to check and make sure it's not a mini skirt because the mini skirts are popular. So there's this whole system of like promoting what's popular in order to kind of lead people astray, so to speak. And I feel like that's what's happening with people who are in the black community who assume that they have to be a rapper, an athlete, or it's three things they always say: rapper, athlete, or a drug dealer. There's actually people who actually think that way, and those people who think that way actually have children and teach their children that only way you're gonna get out the hood is by being a rapper, an athlete, or a drug dealer. But that doesn't have to be true. I was lucky. My mom actually has her bachelor's degree in education. I had my bachelor's degree in psychology. I have whatever type of background I have, but I'm just saying that mentality is taught. And part of the teaching that's happening is because our media promotes certain images. And speaking of images, that was not a good image for him to be debating that young black boy. So I have one more thing to say after that. Sorry, real quick. I also wanted to say, rich is the blood, rich is the soil, rich is the root, and rich is the oil. That's actually a statement I have from my book about Mansa Musa. And the reason why I'm saying that now is because black people aren't broke. Black people aren't impoverished. Black people, it's not that we don't have worth. We have all the fucking worth. And I just want to say that because the conversation around Charlie Kirk, like I said, I was only in there for 5 minutes. It was so much about, black suffering. On one side, you have people saying we shouldn't keep talking about slavery, but then they're also saying, well, why aren't black people doing anything for themselves? It was getting weird. And I'm like, that's not true at all. We're actually doing a lot. There's a lot of people that we need to look into and talk about more about black people who are success stories. And we need to hear that more. And that's part of the problem is that we're not hearing it more and we're not seeing that more promoted in the media. The subliminal messages that we're getting through a lot of the media, entertainment, including politics, is that black people ain't got shit, kind of, and that's not true. Like I said, coltan comes from Africa, gold comes from Africa, diamonds come from Africa. And so last thing, I'll just say the poem again. Rich is the blood, rich is the soil, rich is the root, rich is the oil. And that's it. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, don't apologize. You're right. Yeah, no, you okay.
If these people want to talk, y'all can come up. You know that, right?
If they come up, I don't want to talk to them. I'm done. But
No, I'm just saying because they're in the comments and saying some things, and you know me, Keita, I don't play about you.
well,
So,
I'm taking notes from LaRonda right now, where LaRonda says I'm not looking at the comments.
yeah,
Y'all keep y'all
don't.
opinion in the comments. I don't even see the hate. I'm not worried about it. You stay with y'all
Okay,
staying where y'all are. Right in
but
that
what
hate bucket.
it at the end of the day, we're all in this together either way. And the thing about the media, that's what they want. They want to keep us separated. They don't
That's
want us to
true.
come together. They
That's
don't
true.
want us to imagine if we came together to go against the government. What?
Right.
Like,
But that's why I'm saying it was so weird that they would have him, like his PR team would have him debating a young
Okay.
black man.
Wait. So this the deal. Charlie Kirk goes around to hundreds of college campus,
Okay.
a
Okay.
year. This is what he does, right?
Mhm.
So you caught the tail end of it,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
playing because if you could type him up on YouTube, you will find hundreds of videos of him having talking about diverse topics. Whatever they bring to him, he's going to discuss it, right? So he don't pick these topics, just whatever they bring, he just expound upon it. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
if you go back and look at the whole video, you will probably understand why he was in the direction that he was.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Okay. But look, but it's, and that being said, I would have loved to see him debate Dr. Umar. And I don't even know much about Dr. Umar. I know only maybe about like 5 videos from Dr. Umar I've heard. But Dr. Umar talks the way that Charlie Kirk talks, like that strong voice. Oh my God, that would have been like a boxing match if you see that. Like,
well, you know
I
what?
don't even, like I said, I don't even agree with everything Dr. Umar says, but I would have liked to have seen that.
Dr. Umar needs to go swear and sit
we
his
would have been
ass
cooking.
down. Dr.
No,
Umar needs to go.
he needs to start them schools or whatever he was doing. I don't know.
That's why he needs to go sit his ass down. He needs to sit his ass down.
I'm telling you, he's
That's
a
true.
plant.
That's true.
I believe he is a plant. He's just there to cause more separations, cause more, rah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just.
All right, well, right now it's an open panel. So I mean, Double R, Nikki, hey, y'all, it's an open panel right now. Just make sure that we're respectful. If anybody else want to come up, the box is open. It's open panel right now.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop down.
All right, I got you. Thank you so much for coming up.
If you want me to drop down, I can drop down.
That's up to y'all. Like I said, it's an open panel.
Well, GV, I have a question though to you, because you were mentioning, you questioned like, how do I say this? You questioned the importance, whether or not it was important to discuss slavery or anything like that. So that's why I said, okay, well, free labor equaled, higher profit for people. And so they kind of started with a head start. But that's actually, I don't know, have you ever heard people talk about how that it's so amazing that even if Black people didn't get a head start, we actually still rose to where we need to rise to, I don't know.
I mean, but you got to understand this, when it comes to our ancestors and our history, and I'm talking about totality, right?
Mm-hmm.
We was already there. So the question is what do you mean rose? We was already where we need to be.
Well, but that particular era, and to be honest, I mean, I've heard some theories that people have said where slavery didn't really exist and stuff, and I can kind of see where they're coming from. I'm not completely jumping on that, but anyway, I'm just saying that for a people who possibly were completely ripped away from their families and ripped away from their homes and stuff like that, for people that have gone through that, there's actually been an amazing progress. And I think that it's a shame that our media doesn't show that as much and doesn't give that message as much,
So, but the question is like even now in 2025, what, even if that was pushed, right?
Yeah.
What would be, the question is why?
Why what?
Why would they push that?
Push what?
Showing how families were separated like that a long time ago.
Because, all right, again, back to the quote. Those who do not know history are doomed to repeat it. So ironically, I hate to mention it because I was trying to stay away from it, but ironically, here we are watching a little black girl get dragged around the country with the white lady, and the white lady never leaves her alone, and seems like we're repeating it again. I mean, I'm just saying, according to that quote, you know.
Well, according to the quote, remember, we talk about
according to the quote.
We're talking about the majority. The majority of melanated people are it's not in that situation.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Okay.
So you see what I mean?
I get what you're saying. So okay, all right, I can get with that. Cause you know what? Yeah, all right.
This is why I'm wondering, like, why is it need. I mean, it's good.
Well, there
to
are
know.
Some people who don't know it at all,
and
so that's also concerning.
Well, it depends on how you look at it, right? It depends on how you look at it, because when you look at our communities, I'm gonna say that conversation for February. I was gonna save it for February.
Nope, you can't. You're not allowed to. You gotta say it now.
No, y'all, no.
You can't do that.
No,
you started it. You can't just back it. Oh, save that.
You gotta say it.
No. First of all, what y'all?
How you gonna start controversy and then back out? And say,
this is what y'all ain't finna do, okay? All right. Listen, hey, Double R, I need a lifeline right now. Listen,
history is told by the winner. That's correct. Let's see that.
I got something I want to ask you.
Right. Even Dawn said, "Come on."
I got something I want to ask you.
What you trying to say?
Tag team, brother. Go ahead.
Mr. Kirk always talked about how Black America was in a better place in the 40s, in the 60s, and the 40s and the 50s than they are now.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But why?
Oh, well, go ahead, Keith.
Oh, wait. All right. One of the reasons why I believe that's true is, like I said, well, I actually said a bunch of things, but here's what I would to set the picture. All right, you have the feminist movement. You have more women entering the industry and working, and then you also have more men going to war. So then that creates an instability of gender roles where you have more women working and less men. And then, so you actually have people who are single mothers because, their husbands died at war and stuff, So that happened. And then on top of that, you also have the feminist movement of I can do it by myself and everything like that. That happens. Then at the same time, because of the fact that, I know y'all don't want to go back to slavery, but because of the fact that free labor occurred, where free labor gave certain demographics a higher level of finance, it put a position where the people at the lower level needed more help. And because they needed more help, they were doing things like applying for government assistance. And within that government assistance, there's a regulation where there's actually not supposed to be a man in the home. And so you're looking at choosing your children over your husband. That's also happening too. So all these things are impacting one another. And as that's happening, then you have, again, the feminist movement going on, where all the white women are walking around, being independent, and then all the black women are walking around being independent, but they're actually doing it for different reasons. And what's happening in a lot of the black households is the value for coming together and valuing your partner and having that yoke, that equally yoked partner, that value has decreased because they see that I'm doing all this on my own now. And some of it is intentional, I believe, because even like I said before to you, how I saw like my mother and father were married. My mother actually had 3 separate marriages, 3 separate kids. But my father, he seems to have a bit of an ideology of reproduction, where it's almost like I forgot. I heard this somewhere else where it was like a reproduction, not addiction, but like fascination or something like that. What do you call it when people have things that they're attracted to sexually? I forget what it's called. Not turn on, but like not obsession. I forget the word. But like, for example, if you're into the furry stuff, it's called something. I can't think of the term right now. But anyway, so yeah, some people have certain fascinations with certain things. Like some people really, really get turned on by being furries and dressing up in costumes and, having sex that way. Some people really only like missionary, all this different stuff. But some people like the idea that they reproduced. Somebody mentioned it when they were talking about this gospel singer. I forget what it was. But anyway, so that whole aspect of being obsessed with reproducing to a certain degree, there actually is a term for it.
But Edie on YouTube, she said a fetish.
Yes, a reproductive fetish. Like, yeah, people are actually discussing and researching the concept of having a reproductive fetish, where you actually just, it's not even just about the sex. You just like the fact that you have a lot of kids, kind of. And with that happening, you have some men who are thinking from that perspective. They're not all black. Some of them are white too. Like, for example, Elon Musk, but there's different reasons why relationships don't work. And ultimately what I'm trying to say is that all of this stuff that's being introduced to us now through the media and entertainment was not introduced to us in 1940, possibly before everyone had TVs in their home, or in their hand. Even we have them in our hands now. So,
man, that's let me give a shout outs to Rhonda Nolan. Rhonda Nolan, thank you so much for the $50 cash out. Like, man,
wow, you got 50. You got 50 on it. Now you got a strip. Go ahead and strip.
I got more than that last week. So
it's coming off. Bow chicka bow wow. Bow chicka bow.
So man, shit. But listen, everybody that's watching, let's give Roro a shout out. Roro, thank you so much for the hand hearts. Everybody mute up real quick so I give everybody a shout out. Let me give everybody a shout out real quick. Because I was getting some feedback. I don't know who mic that was, but it's all right, y'all. We got to get rid of these Dollar General Bluetooths. I don't know if that's daughter of the. I don't know if that's double R. Huh?
Is it me? It's probably me.
Hell, I don't know.
Am I low?
I don't know. I just heard some feedback. It's 3 of y'all up here. I don't know who the fuck it was.
It's probably me because I'm not on mute.
No, you good. You good. Let's give shout outs to daughter. Thank you so much for the roses. All right. Roro, Nisi, 777. Danny, long time supporter. Thank you so much for your 3 heart puffs. Elena, thank you so much for your roses. Joe, M89, thanks so much for your daily heart meet. Elena, again, thanks so much for your lightning bolt, the rose. I guess they're like a cat. Elena, again, being pretty. Thanks so much for your daily heart meet. Sparkling Sass, thank you so much for your lightning bolt and your cat. I'm talking about on the screen, the cat on the screen, y'all. The cat on the screen. I want y'all minds to go left. I'm talking about the cat on the screen, right? I'm pointing at the screen. I don't want nobody saying great vibes being managed. I'm talking about the cat on the screen, okay? On the screen. On my main account, y'all be coming at me. Miss Fairy Tale, thanks so much for the daily heart meet. Thank you all of y'all for gifting the platform. So go ahead, y'all. Go ahead. It's open. Maria, thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. But y'all listen, we getting the main account back at 11:30 tonight, and I'm gonna try my best to behave. If I really want to say some shit, I gotta set up now. So TikTok, y'all like this better? Y'all like this setup better? TikTok.
It's not bad. I like it. But some people were saying that you were low, and that you were kind of low. They couldn't really hear you.
What my microphone?
Yeah, they were saying that your mic was low. They couldn't hear the host.
I probably had the microphone away like this right here, and I probably wasn't close like this right here.
Probably.
Damn, my bad. But I'm working on all that, so I'm able to get TikTok like this, and YouTube got a different view to where when they watch it on their TV, it's different. It can fill the TV up, and it's not like this. So I told you I'm trying a few things. Dunn this show, she said great vibes, not you stop. Dunn, I'm not going to stop. If I want to take my shirt off, I'm gonna take my shirt off.
I saw you.
Yeah,
you said, you heard him, daughter of the Most High, right? He said, shit. He was about to start unbuttoning and everything.
I was like, wait a minute.
I can see the shit now. Great vibes.
It was about to start raining. It was about to start raining in your little.
And then got a whole dude up here. So like, hey, bro, what the fuck you doing, man? Like, I'm dropping out the box tonight. I ain't part of this shit.
Double R sounded like he was about to leave. Like,
you so right.
I gotta exit.
What he doing? My first time even on this guy's platform, and he stripped. What the fuck are we doing here? Go ahead, Double R.
Well, now the reason I asked that question because I think a lot is being missing. Is that me with the?
Hold on, Double R, hold on. Gun Riv Jen, thank you so much for the $10 super chat on YouTube. If I had some doggone claps, I need some claps. God damn it.
You're gonna have to do something strange for that 50 though. I don't know. Start singing or something.
Thank
Let me help you.
That's the clap I can get. Girl, Rip, thank you so much for the love on YouTube. Appreciate it. Go ahead, big dog. My bad, man. You got it.
Oh, no, you good. No, the reason I asked that question, why am I so... Can you drop me and bring me back up?
Yeah. Okay.
Am I sounding okay?
Do you have a Bluetooth on?
No, I don't have nothing on.
Okay, so yes. Let me drop you, and then I'm gonna bring you right back.
Okay.
All right. So he's gonna fix that, and we're gonna bring him right back. I still hear it. Hello.
Hello, is it me?
Hold on, let me.
Okay, it's gone. Hey, big bro, it wasn't you. It wasn't all the way you, big bro. I think it was
Daughter of the Most High.
Yeah, it was her.
My sister.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna drop down then.
No, you good. Just mute when when one person talk, just mute your mic and get rid of that feedback. All right, so everybody mute up. Everybody mute up, but Double R. Let me see what you got to say. Go ahead, Double R.
Now, the reason I asked that question is because this is my opinion only. But I think a lot has to do when you talk about the wealth from like the 40s to like the 70s or the 80s to now. When you talk about the wealth from the 40s to about the 70s to now, a lot of people forget about things that happen. A lot of people forget about eminent domain, where a lot of black people's land was taken. A lot of people forget about, oh Lord, I had it in my mind, now it's gone. The interstate system, that actually put in intimate domain as well. And also when you talk about family and you talk about the black men in the home, a lot of it has to do with the Vietnam War as well, the Vietnam conflict. A lot of those guys came back and they didn't get any help. And then their spouse didn't know how to handle them. So because of their spouse not knowing how to handle them, a lot of them, that's when families separated.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you this then. And remember, I'm gonna throw little stuff out there.
Oh no, you good.
I'm going to cover this in February. Okay, the whole thing. What happened in 1890? What the hell? Hold on 1 second. Good to see you, son, girl. What happened in 1898? Okay, I just want that's just something I'm throwing out there. And then again, 1898, and then it was revisited in 1906, and then again in I think it was like in the late 20s. Then it was pushed in the 60s.
Like to my welfare.
When they so I'm just throwing them dates out there, all right?
Okay.
Them years. So because once again, I'm going to cover this in February.
Yeah.
Right?
If I don't know, I don't know. I'm not that person that's
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's what logic. Logic. Thank you. All right. Let's get to Sun Girls real quick. Sun Girl, how you doing? Sun Girl, how you doing? Oh my goodness. Sun Girl! God damn it. Shit. Sun Girl, god damn, you drop. Boy, man, this gets ghetto ass platform. Amy said, she said, great vibes, I'm calm now. Sometimes we all need to take a step back. Keita said, I got the memo done. I got the memo early. That's why I'm not even. Oh, I'm reading y'all comment. You said that was an accidental request. No, it wasn't. Son girl, no, it wasn't. You just want to come up here. You just want to be in the box. You just want the box up. All right, go ahead, daughter. I can't see your full name. Go ahead, daughter. What the hell is this?
I know. My name is so long. I'm sorry.
But why you do that? Why you do that?
Listen, listen. Okay, give me a break.
Okay, I am giving you a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that.
Hey, Kit Kat
Thank
bar.
you. So I gave you a break. What the hell with this long ass username?
Listen, okay, so when I first made my TikTok, I couldn't think of a name, but then I was like, let me just put something. I was supposed to change it, but I never did, and I don't think I ever will because everybody calls me by this name now. So
If anybody want to look up this young lady right here, the daughter. Listen, I'm telling you right now, you better take a screenshot. The daughter of the most, you got to take a screenshot, right? You got to do copy and paste. It ain't shit like all right, great vibes, right? Or no, it's something like Akita or something like double R. You got to sit there and do a copy and paste just to find this young lady on TikTok.
I need you to get my back.
No, Dunn is still in the hot. Dunn is still in the hot seat. Her ass. Almost a month ago, I asked her to go on YouTube to make sure that the volume was okay for my YouTube listeners. She get over to YouTube and said, "Great vibes, everything is okay." When folks start coming in on YouTube, they said, "Hey, great vibes, we cannot hear your mic."
Don, now he put you in the hot seat. Oh my God, she said, "Let it go." It's time to let it go.
Okay, here she go.
Get our channel back.
Here she go. Damn it.
Dish soap.
Here she go.
Now see, I try to just stay in the comments, but no.
I was just.
You know good and well.
I was just.
And tonight you gonna tell us you gonna behave tonight, and you might behave. We know better. We know better.
Wait, hold on. Why you got quiet now, Rob?
Man, listen, I ain't gonna hold y'all. We was in the Discord. This woman put me in my place in the Discord. She like, "Great vibes, hold the fuck on." Like she got raw in the Discord. She like, "Great vibes, hold the fuck on. Hold the hell on. Sit your ass down now. Back up, pipe down." Like dude earlier say, "Hey, bro, pipe down." Man, who the fuck you talking to?
Don, not Don, a crash out. Let me find out, Don.
Hey, people,
I'm semi-retired.
I got to get ready to go. Thank you, hosts. Thank you, ladies.
All right,
y'all
man.
have a wonderful day.
We'll have a good
You
night.
too.
Thank you, Double R.
But Don, I would never let it go. I'm sorry. I can't.
Clearly.
Because
it was an honest mistake, GV.
Well, over there, did she get up here talking about now? She gonna get up here talking about now. Y'all remember the ducks, right? Remember the ducks. Let's talk about. I said, okay, that is your shit. That is your shit.
I can't stand you.
Shit, this is too much. I'm so happy you getting your channel back.
Right. Talking about Duck Lives Matter. The fuck is going
Ducks
on?
Lives Matter.
Because your name is Dunn on here don't mean shit about the
Yes. Yeah.
Well, Dawn dish soap cleans the ducks from the oil, remember?
It cleans everything.
That was
it cleans up the mess.
How they use a political.
I use it on
Anyway,
everything.
let me shut up. Because most of us knew what happened to them oil rigs out there. They're going to try to throw a duck in there, talking about, in there. Dawn took advantage of it. They say,
we had to soften the blow.
Man, come on, man. Like, y'all, the world is a stage. It's a fucking stage, man. Come on. Like, folks y'all got caught up in that mess. Okay, man, look.
GV, are his other debates on the internet too?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Right.
I'm gonna listen to it because I didn't really watch him much, but I did see some of his videos. That's why I wanted to know some about it. But there was someone on here that said that he had a roommate, something with the roommate, and then his significant.
Yeah, lead us, man. Listen, let me tell y'all something.
I'm
gonna say this. I'm gonna say to everybody mute up because I'm here feedback. Okay. Listen, let me say this right here.
It's got bigger bristles. I don't own a brush anymore. Yeah. I use a big comb.
Elena,
because
I used to have. I actually did have a brush.
Sorry, I'm at work.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Oh shoot, you guys are laughing at me and I'm talking to a customer. Screw y'all. I'm hitting mute.
I tried to help her. I mean,
Listen, I was gonna help.
She
But
said,
was like, no, don't say.
GB just messy. He no, let her go. We want to find out about the book.
Elena,
No,
listen. Elena said, "Hold on."
You got great customer service.
Wait.
You got great customer service. Wait.
She said, "Hold on, let me let them know I'm at work." At work, but we can hear her texting it like that. That's a new one. That's a new one. That's a new one.
So cute. Oh my God.
She said, "Why? Thank you so much. My customers laugh."
Oh.
Oh my God, that was too funny.
Now, Edith, she asked, "Great Vibes, are you going live at 11:30 tonight?" Now, if I do 11:30 tonight on my main account, I'm going to do a lot of trolling.
What I tell y'all?
I'm just set the live up and we just
try to be good.
Man, we're gonna go on other people's accounts and just raise hell. Cause I got a backup account to do that, right? It don't say Great Vibes or none of that. So if I'm gonna go live tonight, we just gonna go in other people's room, and whatever they talking about, we just gonna go left with it. Because remember, we know everything. If they cuss at us, we gonna cuss them back. All right. So that Put me on live at night. Put me on live at 11:30 at night. That's what we're gonna do. The fuck, go ahead and I prank phone call some people too. Shit, don't get me started. 11:30 at night. Yeah, that's when everybody's comfortable in their bed. Small town. What's going on? Good to see you, brother.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing just fine. No complaints over here. What you got?
Oh, I'm just listening to your show, enjoying it. You guys are actually really, really nice. It's actually nice to come onto a feed where everybody's actually polite and listen to everybody.
Well, thank you, sir.
Refreshing.
Thank you.
No, yeah. We try to stay neutral over here, man. We try to stay neutral and trying to stay out the way, man. But what you got, man? Because he spoke facts, he was labeled the R word. What you think was he R word? Right? We can't say it, right? What was he?
You know what? Okay, so I just went over this here. I'm out of California. Everybody says it here. A lot of people say here that California is a Democrat state. So
yep,
everybody says the same thing. So I actually went through and pulled up some of his videos and posted it on my Facebook page and says, hey, you guys are saying this. Watch the whole video.
Watch the whole video.
Yeah, quit watching getting the sound bites. The sound bites, it's what they're showing. Yep. You actually have to watch the whole video, the whole thing. Because my daughter said the same thing. Oh, Dad, he does this. I said, no, watch the whole video. You can't just watch the sound bites that they're showing you, because it's a joke. You have to watch the whole video. They take the little narratives and then they go, okay, boom. It's like, well, he doesn't like empathy. Well, yeah, but what's he say after that? He'd rather use the word sympathy, which, okay, that's understandable. But don't just say, oh, well, he doesn't like this, and leave it at that. You give the whole gist of the story that he's talking about.
Oh, absolutely. Well, let me ask you this right here: when you have a platform as big as his, right? Because he draw in people by the thousands, so that means it's something that he's saying that people wants to hear, right?
Yes.
I wish I could draw in that many people, doing public speaking, but I know I can't do public speaking barely because my grammar by itself is all fucked up. I'm still working on it. One thing with Charlie. And once again, God rest his soul. You're right. People have taken sound bites and pushed it out, right? And to paint this picture of him. And I've said that even before I started this live, y'all, I pulled up this whole video right here and we played it, the whole video. And so throughout the video, I was stopping, have y'all heard a R word comment yet or a statement? The majority, no, we haven't heard that, right? And I got several other videos, but I tell people just go back and watch his videos, right? Look at this man debate because he used logic over feelings. He don't get pulled in like that, right? If this man sit here and try to have empathy for everybody that's coming up to that mic, it will be hard for him to tend to his own family because he's so drained out dealing with these people. So he just stick with the facts, he stick with the logic, and he move on. Simple as that.
Yes, sir. See, I don't agree with everything he stood for, but a lot of it I did. Just like I don't agree with everything Trump said. I didn't agree with everything Biden said. I'm neutral on a lot of it, and it's like me and myself personally, I don't lean one way or the other. I'm neutral, and I vote for what I think is best for basic the working class.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, if you really think about it, if you want to help the working class, we need to come together and figure out how are these politicians, how are they becoming millionaires on the salaries? There's no way they could be getting the money they're making.
We know what's going on. We know what's going on.
Come on. That's where we need to. When's the last time this country is united? Right after on 9/12, right after 9/11. That's the last time this country became united. If this country became united again like it was after 9/11, we would be a fighting force. And we just need to stay that way. That's the problem. We need to quit letting the social media, the news media, and the government separate us.
Well, based on your first comment, we know there was a lot of illegal inside trading that was going on.
Yes.
So,
yes. Yes, sir.
So that's why they became millionaires. Like how the fuck you get this type of money on a government salary? They ain't paying you like that. So but once again, we understand what's going on behind the scenes. But I just really want to tackle this topic here because on my main account, my main page, I posted a video as far as about him being the R word and. I don't know why I'm looking at my main account right now, and I don't know why they're not pushing that particular one. But once again, TikTok they push what they want to push. But anyway, that's why I'm getting different people's opinions, right? Because even like some of my supporters, they say, "Hey, no, what I heard was some R word comments, right, or some statements." Some people saying, "No, me." I didn't hear anything. Now, like you said, do I agree with everything that he talks about? No, but I try to hear out what he's trying to say, and then also what he's trying to do. So overall, is how many times we can look at people, or even now today, how many people that or that I know that can pull in the youth like that and have their attention like that, that way to help kind of curve their mindset on how they view life or even politics. Right, so he is amazing how he was able to combine the two to where I learned something coming from there. I might not like his direction, I might not like his tone, but I learned something from that. Right.
Well, what was neat is he actually talked to people and without he actually respected the way he talked to him. He didn't down talk to him at all. Well, I guess there's a couple of videos where he actually kind of did a little bit, but for the most part, he was actually pretty respectful to most of the people, which was actually it's a nice and like I said, coming into your feed today because I've been in quite a few feeds today, and it's just like really everybody's just over talking each other. They're yelling, screaming, and it's just like really, come on, I can't understand. I'm trying to learn from other people, and you guys just won't stop. Just stop. Let someone speak. And your live, it's just been like it's been crisp, it's been smooth, it's been awesome. So I appreciate that. I just wanted to let you know I appreciate it.
Oh, it's no problem. Just make sure you follow my main account. It's Great Vibes on 10. Great. Okay. I'm gonna put in the comments right now. You can follow me there. I'm live on YouTube also. So if you want to catch the replays of these lives when I end it, the replays are there on YouTube. So it's Great Vibes. And for anybody that's watching, I just dropped it in the comments. That's my main account. If it comes, there it is. It's Great Vibes on 10. This is Great Vibes on 20, on 20. That's why it's kind of, sometimes it's unfiltered over here. But Great Vibes, that's all here. Elena, you said we are a great game here. Absolutely, Elena. All right, right now it's an open panel, y'all. Go ahead. It's an open panel. Y'all can discuss. As long as y'all kind of just stay near the topic, discuss it. I don't care.
Real quick, Great Vibes. Elena wanted to know if you were going on Discord or if you're staying here for 11:30.
You talk about the live on Discord?
Yeah, are we staying here on TikTok or are you going over to Discord?
No. We're going to my main account at 11:30. At 11:30. All right, we're going to pull away from this account. Huh?
Just Elena asked, so I was just making sure if she heard it.
Oh, you good. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. DJ, how you doing?
Hello, blessings. God bless you.
All in Vegas.
Everyone.
What they say? Hold on. DJ.
Hello.
What's that noise in the background, DJ?
I am so sorry. Let me go to another room.
Yeah, go to another room. All that noise being all
I
that.
think no, GB. I think
Sound
it's sound bowl. Sound bowl.
No, it's no. You
It's
can't.
like what
No,
noticeable.
listen. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. It sounds like she near a Tesla. It sound
Oh,
like a
goodness.
Tesla. That's what that sound like.
I am so sorry. No, I was not near a Tesla. I was listening to some nice harmonies on YouTube and I completely forgot where I was at.
My bad.
I have ADHD, so I apologize about that.
You not mind him.
So, basically, I just wanted to hop in real quick and just bless everybody and
God bless you, honey. Thank you.
amen, amen. I wanted to let everybody know that obviously I'm a Christian. You know, I don't know if this is a religious or Christian panel, but
But
okay.
I still
try to
respect.
bring it.
I still respect.
you.
I still respect everyone's,
Wonderful.
background. You know what I mean? I'm not a Christian, none of
Thank
that
you.
stuff, but I still respect.
That's all me. Great vibes be like, listen, you making this all holy. You know.
Okay, thank you. Well, you know, maybe you're attracting it. It's what it means. It's what that means. You're attracting godly people. But anyway, let me just, amen. I'm trying to.
Great vibes needed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, totally. Listen, I think that it is a tragedy whenever there's a loss of life.
Yes.
No matter who the person is. I don't care who it is, okay? Because we are all made in the image of God and we are all so in their feelings and their emotions. They're so, just in the flesh. They're in the flesh. This is why the Bible says we're supposed to be in the spirit. Okay, because we need to get out our feelings.
Let me
welcome back.
No, well, I'm feeding the kids right now. No, I'm feeding the kids. Y'all good.
Sorry.
I know. I want to apologize to YouTube. God damn it. I muted TikTok volume. So they over there going off on YouTube like they shooting off. Great vibes. What the hell is going on? We can't hear the panel. The hell, this is blowing my fucking mind. Great vibes, shut this shit down right now. Where the hell you at? I'm reading right here. Great vibes.
Stephanie, look, Stephanie came in and said, your YouTube sound is off.
I'm so sorry.
No, it ain't you. It was me. I muted. I did that by accident. They should be able to hear it now. That was my bad. I did that by accident. YouTube, I do apologize. Please don't go off on me like that anymore. I'm trying to be an engineer. I'm trying to feed these badass kids. I'm trying to work all these multiple screens. This shit is ghetto. Goddamn! Now she coming up here talking about Adam and Eve and Sodom and Gomorrah and how God gave us out. How the people how talking about how Jesus flipped the damn table and shit.
Oh my
y'all
God.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Y'all go ahead.
What you made for dinner? What you made? They said what you made for dinner.
Oh, so it's baked chicken. It's slow cooked in a crock pot. Baked chicken and with potatoes. Sliced up potatoes, things, stuff like that. So they can have good.
Bring me a plate.
I'ma email it to you.
Okay. I'm hungry.
Oh my
y'all.
goodness, that's so
What
funny.
I have for dinner?
Hold on.
I didn't eat.
No, I cannot. I'm sorry. Well, in case anybody wants to know, I made white rice and pollo guisado. That's a Spanish recipe.
I don't know what it is, but it sounds good.
It's like a chicken stew. It's supposed to be poor people food. But it turned out to be a delicacy. Seriously.
That sounds like something that is.
I don't know how it's the poor people food. I don't know how it's poor people food when you got a lot of the Mexican culture, the Puerto Rican culture, some of the Virgin Islands. That's what they cook: rice and beans. If you don't eat them rice and beans, the mom is throwing that flip at your ass.
The way the babies sleep heavy at night, they sleep throughout the night.
Yeah, load them down. Load them down.
Okay.
So what you don't do is don't feed your kids all day. All day. Wait till about 9 o'clock p.m. and it just stuff. Open up their stomach and stuff that shit in there. I promise you they'll sleep all night. You will never have to give your kids. I used to give my kids melatonin. I'm lying.
Oh no.
I'm lying. No, as you get them some cough syrup. Get their ass some cough syrup. I promise you they'll sleep the whole night. I'm talking about for adults. Get them a cough syrup for the adults.
Oh my goodness, he is bad.
You will have a great night. Y'all, I promise you.
Okay, so let me come up.
So a lot of y'all be trying to pray and stuff to have these kids. No. Get them some cough syrup for grown people. I promise you. Give them the whole bottle. Get them the whole bottle.
Great vibes. They're gonna be thinking over here drugging them kids. You better stop.
Look, Daddy said, "Oh my goodness, this is so relatable." I'm telling y'all.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all, I don't do it. I don't do that. I'm lying. I don't do that. I don't want nobody to try to cause, CPS and shit on me. You ain't gonna find me. You ain't gonna find me. You ain't gonna find me. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Oh my God.
Amy said on YouTube, she said, I'm creeped out, GV. What the hell are you talking about? Hold on one second. Yes, son. Come here, son. Hold on. Come here, baby. What you need?
It was cough syrup for me.
I'm done. I say you better stop it. These people gonna call CPS.
Hey, my babies are big now. My youngest is 20, so I don't care.
Hell, if the older they get ass. See, when they get like 20, 25 years old, that's when you start using syringes.
Yo, listen, oh my Lord. All right now, Shelly.
Now, you know what I do? You know what I do? And I'm going to tell you, it works every single time without fail. It even works on the husband. You ready? I pull out the Bible. Everybody get tired. Everybody get tired. All of a sudden, they dying of sleep. They so tired. That's it. All I got to do is say, for God so loved the world. That's it. That is all I have to do.
So I'm gonna tell y'all.
Lord,
See, let me tell you something.
Church.
No, see, she sit here. This man is trying to watch the game. She pulled this shit out right here. Listen, I gotta go to the 7. Y'all know back in the 60s when the man used to say, "I'm finna go to the 7-Eleven," he never returned back home.
I'm not walking out the room.
Yeah, you know, sleep in the damn car. Look, Roro said, "I'm gone, out of there." But
Lou said, "I'm walking out the room."
Out of he's going to go to the 7-Eleven for real and never come back. Listen,
nice. The demons manifesting. That's what it is. All the demons. But you know what? I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for letting me on. I'm gonna follow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I have to go watch the boxing fight with my family because they're making me. So
Well,
if I watch the fight with them tonight, they go to church with me tomorrow. So that's the deal.
That's blackmailing. That's blackmailing.
Yes, they're blackmailing me. I know.
Straight up.
Emotional blackmail. God bless y'all.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you.
And
so
love
much.
each other, please. Love each other.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Have a good night, honey.
You too,
God
sweetie.
bless you.
God bless. Amen.
All right, thank you. Wow, that was nice. That was nice. Look, I got you. I'm finna drop you. Don't worry about it. I got you right there.
Oh, look, y'all. Look, see, we all a blended family in here. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
We got some Latinas, some black people, some white people. You see, this is how we got to keep it, y'all. You know, the government trying to separate us. We can't let that happen.
Spell government.
Gooberment. Goober.
No. When you said government, you spelled it with a U. Government. G-U. like double mint gum. Government. All right.
It's that double mint.
But listen, y'all, I got to get to these kids. As you can see, they started coming in my room.
Galaxy.
Who threw that galaxy out? Who threw that galaxy?
Who did that?
Who did that? That was AG. Appreciate it. Appreciate the galaxy. Appreciate it.
Obliged.
Appreciate it. But listen, let you said what's the galaxy? A galaxy is like, it just make us think on a higher conscious, right? Like on a hieroglyphic level. So that's you want to talk?
Don't put them kids to bed, great vibes.
You want to talk about the 7 heavens that the Book of Revelation talk about? I can break that shit down.
Listen, we can get into that. That'd be nice. That'd be fun.
Because it's talking about your 7 chakras. So the different levels to that, right? Till you get to the heavenly chakra, which is your crown chakras, right? Your crown chakra. Booty. Listen, y'all, come back. I'll be back on my main account at 11:30 tonight. Thank goodness. We'll be
main account back, y'all.
Listen, Gun Rib said, I want to hear some of that stuff, GV. I am. I try to do it in pieces, right? You said, Tim, thank us for the pizza. No problem, eat it. No problem.
Okay, Sparkle, we'll see you then.
Yeah, y'all sit there long. I'm gonna take a nap so I can give y'all some energy when I come back at 11:30. All right.
All right.
So Spark said she'll be home by then. So yeah, thank y'all. Listen, daughter, man, thank you so much for coming up. Thank you so much for your presence, and I'll see y'all later on tonight. All right, cool.
All right, see y'all soon.
I appreciate it.
Okay, bye.
Bye.